Okay. Okay. Well, I don't have anything ready, but I'm here. Can't call me late, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get some FNAF World music. You know, just to start, intro, title screen, music, heck yeah. Why can't I hear? Are my headphones dead? There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. What is up? Music too loud? Turn it down a little bit. Hello, hello. I literally just played FNAF World, but as it turns out, I wanted to play it again. And there's a reason. There's a deeper reason. I'm not just playing it to play it, but hello, Sloppy Bite Games. Yeah, close enough. Sure. Why not? I should probably tell people in the Discord that I'm live. That's something I'm supposed to do. Don't worry, we'll start soon. I won't drag it on. Ooh, we could briefly look at that actually. The new covers. Where's my Discord server? There we are. Notify for stream. Boom. Wow. Okay, no, we're not selecting a character. That's not actually selecting a character. That's when you're talking with FREDD'N. I'm not a LARPer. Okay. Let me pause that real quick. We can look at the covers real quick, because I don't know. That news has been pretty exclusive to Twitter. So if anybody's not on Twitter, let's take a quick look. Second monitor's actually working today. Let's go. Things are looking up. Okay, here I am, and where's the window? Boom. Yeah, okay. So, ever since the anniversary, there was no thank you post from Scott, right? Which isn't a requirement, but the last 2 years there was a message at the end of the anniversary. We didn't get that. Instead, we got more news. Or, I don't know if it's news, as much as it's just more things. FNAF World has summoned you? Well, it is that FNAF World time of the year. Next year it'll be when FNAF World 2 comes out. But for now, with the news, I think it's fair to give it some attention. But real quick, I guess I can show this. Yeah, we have 3 new covers. Or this is, I guess, a poster, but one a day is crazy. I think this is kind of a crazy design for supposedly a kid's attraction thing, but it is very creepy. I'll give it that. This one, I don't mind as well. I mean, what do I mean I don't mind? I love the art of these. I should just say, objectively, I think on some level these are just fantastic. El Jubilee, okay. I shouldn't have read that one. I like the first new design. I don't like the second new one. This one with Haps. There was nothing wrong with Haps' original one for sure. I don't mind either. The original one being this. It is very different. I'm surprised because in the book, when Haps gets damaged, its hands, it loses the hands and they become like jaded points. Surprised that hasn't been kept yet. And then the last thing is this, which is for the fourth closet, which looks pretty cool. Not as exciting for me as the Tails ones, but pretty exciting. I don't like the new and old Haps design. Well, it seems like you're just a Haps hater then, I'm sorry. But with that out of the way, now I can open FNAF World. But today, oh my gosh, it automatically showed up from last stream. That's crazy. Didn't even have to do anything. Is the audio too quiet? It's a little bit. At least for me. I can turn it up a little bit. It's just me, myself, and I today. For this stream. Okay. Let's start a new game. I don't even know. We could try to go all the way today. And go to, the dreadful rainbow. Low-key might. I don't know. But today, yeah, we're doing all this. I don't even know what. I just woke up, kind of. So I gotta lock in and playing this. But why we're here today is because my next video is probably gonna be talking about, like, probably. It will be on FNAF World and FNAF World 2, and, like, what we can take from it. Problem is, I don't really play a lot of this style of game. Is it gonna be a part 2 of this game? Yeah, well, part 2 is an interesting way of putting it. I guess it is kind of a, we'll see if it's a part 2 in one way or another. But yeah, FNAF World 2, everybody. What's your favorite character in FNAF World? Well, you see, the problem with that is, like, Funtime Foxy's just so goated that, like, I have a deep connection to Funtime Foxy in this game just because they're so good. And I remember when I would, like, watch people play this, I would just be like, oh my gosh, Funtime Foxy is crazy. Is this what I'm doing? Is this the team comp? Apparently. I've just been clicking things. Alright, let's just go with this, whatever. We only got 8 characters, no specific ways we need to do this. It looks interesting. I want to play it. It is interesting. Let me. Are we doing clock? I'm skipping clock. I don't like clock. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. But no, it's a very goofy game. But it's not meant to be very serious. Outside of the few lore implications, that's something we can start out with. Is FNAF World 2 gonna have lore? I'm curious what everybody's thoughts are. Clock swap? Well, that's what I think, right? I don't want there to be lore in FNAF World 2. And I don't think that... From past comments, Scott doesn't seem to enjoy making this tied to canon. So, like, it doesn't seem extremely likely... What did I just do? Ignore that. Wow, this is going great. You know, right before stream, actually, I was gonna have a bit more time for setup, but I was carrying the laptop up to where I stream, where it's a bit more secluded, and on the stairs, there was one step that completely cooked me, and I almost lost the laptop. That would have been abysmal. Luckily, I saved it last minute, but it took a little bit of cleanup to get it back up here. Everyone seems to assume it will be based off. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said in my last video too. Subtle plug. But no, like, Scott really seems to regret tying this game to canon. I can see why. It made a lot of things messy. It made people question, like, what parts of it, even to this day, are canon or aren't. And there's all the weirdness with, like, OMC. Like, OMC is a fine character, but, like, introducing him in this and then, like, tying this to UCN and, like, it just makes things messy. I don't know if anybody likes that element of FNAF World with the lore. You know, I bet somebody does, but I don't think it's very popular. I feel like FNAF World might have a meta-narrative. Okay, that's actually a good point, because I was talking about this last night, right? In a call. I do definitely think, similar to how this kind of has a meta-narrative about it, and, like, relates to Scott, I think there will be something, the like, main story of FNAF World will probably follow a similar structure in that regard. FNAF World 2. It could be a commentary on, like, the modern era in some way. Wow, this fight's not going well. It could be on any number of things, honestly. From the modern era and just Scott's time with it. Could it be on security breaches, floundering, and how horribly the dev stuff went with that? It could be about... Oh my gosh, let me lock in for a second. Could be about, like, communication and maybe Scott's perspective on it all. Who knows? But I do think there'll be something. The only thing I hope is the game does stories continue right up update 2 and make Baby the villain. See, we only have one teaser to go off of. That one teaser doesn't have Baby as, like, an imposing force over it, but it is early. I could see that. I always saw that baby teaser as more of a, like, just a teaser for, sister location, which I think it first and foremost is. It could be, like, an in-universe threat, too. But, I never really saw it that way. Could be, though. I think that would be interesting. Okay, can I... This is gonna be close. Please, please, please. Thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh, you should get some bites. I need some money for that. I'm poor. I'm poor. But, I do think, right, that the next game will be in the same location. I don't know if, like, it'll probably expand. It's, you know, it's made by a whole team and stuff, so we'll probably see some new locations. But I imagine a lot will be returning with, like, newer art style and newer, like, flashier graphics and looks at everything. It was definitely originally written. Yeah, true. No, it could be, yeah, for sure. Changed to be a little teaser. I could see that. I have no money. Okay, let's go to Choppy's Woods. I need more money. Hello, Mio. You may as well touch the story. There's just so much ground to cover depending on what the story is, right? Like, if Baby's the villain, how are they gonna tie in, like, the newer games too? Like, because I imagine, I said this, it's for sure, I think, gonna have, like, characters from Sister Location 6. Like, all the Scott era, I think, will be covered. And at the very least, like, I don't know if they'll get everybody from Steel Wool and all that, especially not the books. But in a baby-centric story, like, Sister Location's tied to a lot. Obviously, there's Mimic connections, potentially, and all that. So they could tie it all together in some story regarding that. And it doesn't even have to make logical sense, I guess. I mean, Baby very well could just have the henchmen be the Glamrocks. It doesn't have to make sense. I'm trying to make it make sense, but it could just be mini butt games. Okay. No, we don't have to. No, we can just keep it at mini butt games, actually. But, what? Is the flip side gonna reappear? I imagine so. I hope it's in a better way, though. Or, like, the layers. Because it's so slow to move through them. I wonder how they'll look. That's so interesting. I don't... Because if there's... Okay, here's the pushback, though, right? About FNAF World not having lore. Which is, what is Chica's secret party tied to, then? Because right now, there could be more mysterious projects down the pipeline. There probably is. But from what we know now, I think FNAF World 2 is the most likely candidate. I don't know for sure, though. Where the main villain is a Steel Wool Sheep trying to overpower the Click Team. You see, I was thinking, what if the story does have something to do with the old versus the new? Like, there's so much talk about, like... Not so much, but there's a lot of discussion about, like, whether the old games are better than the newer, or the new story's better than the older, or vice versa. Myself included in that a little bit, obviously, like, gameplay-wise. And I do, like, that is a big thing, I think, where, like, you know, old FNAF, or new FNAF doesn't feel like old FNAF. Like, that is a big thing, and I think, that could definitely be a big theme that Scott could pull from in this new game. And if that were the case, a Steel Wool Sheep as the villain would be very on the nose. Presuming the Brazil ending of Cassie? See, that would be you tying it way too much to canon for me. Like, that's even more than FNAF World was. I guess it would remove the ambiguity, still, by making it very clearly canon. But, I think making the Brazil ending canon is strange. It's possible. But I wouldn't go in that direction. But we barely know anything about the game, so I don't know. I don't want to dismiss any theories on the two new games, until there's more information. Like, as much as I don't believe in Cassie Banny yet, I was defending it yesterday because it's possible. There's still time, or there's still definitely a chance for that to be the case. Because we just don't know anything. You can see your party, definitely see it being something. Update 2? Yeah. Well, my thought is, if the game touches on lore, I really hope and think, based on Scott's past talks, that there should be a clear division between, like, the meta narrative for fun, you know, adventure aspects like this, and then the deeper story connected stuff, if Scott wants to put that in. Like, which could be Chica's Secret Party. Chica's Secret Party is very clearly a pixel 8-bit, you know, quote-unquote 8-bit arcade game sort of vibe, which is probably very different from how the rest of the game is going to look. So if there's some clear division for us to go with for that, I think that's the only other way I could see it working out. And Scott maybe being fine with that. Damn, there was a hole there. But yeah, you know, it makes me wonder too, with update 2 and how it like just added the second row, or the row, what if they made FNAF World 2 in like such a way that it did receive like updates? You know? What? I threw. Let's run that back. I haven't gotten this once today. I am washed. But why is my avatar shaking? I don't know. To emulate human movement. But I can remove it very easily. I'm not going to, but I could. I could also make it more violent. I could shake across the entire screen, I think. Maybe. I could try to figure it out. Washed gambling, yeah. Okay. Lock in. This green fish. Like, please. Okay, now this purple fish. This is... Okay, come on. 18 seconds, please. Okay. These fish don't like me. Content's been dry. I already seen people with crazy numbers after the announcements. Yeah. Okay. Screw it, I'm taking my money back. It's not letting me do my notify membership thing? Weird. Well, thanks for the 7-month Sans. Thanks for the re-membership. I don't think that's what it's called, but thank you so much. For the continued support, of course. Hello, a fangirl alone. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Wait, why am I fighting this? There's no shot. I have nobody. I haven't gotten a single new character. Is it down? No, it's up. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Please, 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 please. Anything, anything. Come on. Alarm, you're kidding. Okay, can we not do this in the next game? Can we not have, like, a super... It's not essential. It is essential later game, pretty much. I saw... We were, some friends of mine were doing an archipelago with FNAF World, somewhat recently. And their auto shield chip got locked behind... Got, like, super locked, and we couldn't find it. And so, what we had to do... They just ran without it, and it wasn't impossible, obviously. They still ended up beating Scott, but it was there was a lot more to balance, because you basically had to have one character on your team spamming Neon Wall the whole time. Which is absurd when a chip automates that whole thing, so you get a whole nother team member practically for damage. It just made things take longer. I don't think there should be a chip in the game that has that much impact, unless it's like like way late game or post game, like after you've cleared perhaps. But I don't think there should be like a glitch world like this so you can access super early, just to get like a super OP chip. That's like low key essential later. Like I don't like that. Having these glitch worlds though isn't a bad idea, I guess, on its own. I imagine though they might make a return for fun. Scott does like these little goofy, whether it be false walls or just walking up into a thing. Okay, are we not gonna? What are we doing? Scott Cawthon slot machine game? Well, wouldn't be the first time. What is up, Easton? Wow, we're playing this and figuring out what's good about this game and what needs to change for FNAF World 2, basically. Because, you know, FNAF World 2 is a game that's coming out next year. So that video, which I'm hoping to get out in a couple weeks, will probably hopefully cover everything. Because I kind of brushed over it in my last video, because I wanted to focus on SB2. I'm much more intrigued about SB2, or Security Breach 2, I should stop abbreviating it. Because I feel like FNAF World 2 is going to be like, okay, I haven't gotten it once, but I might still say idea later, kid. I know, that's okay. No, I won't copyright the idea. It's okay. I won't gatekeep. But this is chill anyway. This isn't structured. It's not like the Security Breach stream that I did with T-Dreads. I'm freestyling this. And just playing the game to see what's fun, what's not. One thing that's a big issue with the battling is that there's like a lack of information for no reason. I guess Scott didn't think of it, but like you can't see the cooldown on when your animatronics are gonna attack. It does feel a little random at times. And I know a lot of stuff fixed. I feel like it should take a lot of cues from refreshed in many ways. I didn't equip these. Man, no wonder I'm doing bad. So that's TD stream about the same thing as Minibite. Well, wouldn't be the first time. It is FNAF after all. There's only so many subjects you can cover. I think FNAF World 2 is probably going to be pixel art. Well, not according to the, you mean like the overworld? Because of the, what's it called? The art in the background is very evidently not. Golden Freddy. He's kind of later. He's like mid-game, okay. Not very exciting damage-wise, though. Very much so like a support character, but it's okay. There's no Jubilee. FNAF World on mobile has weird music loops. I've never played FNAF World mobile because it was like, wasn't it taken down? I bet it's been re-uploaded, but it's on Android too. I don't think I could play it then, but huh. Okay, can we get Golden Freddy out of here? Golden Freddy isn't that good. He has Haunting and Rainy Day 2. Rainy Day 2 is not the best, but it is a debuff. And I don't have any at the moment. And Haunting is a great single target stun. So I'll take it. I can say this game sucks, but I can't see why. I can say this game sucks, but I can't say why like Minibite does. Yeah, this game, this game I don't think sucks, but it has, it is very like, it definitely has some problems, and it's not like a traditional RPG, but there's a reason I think that people really like it too. I think it has a lot of charm, and I think part of the appeal of it too was just getting to see all these characters, in a different lighthearted, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that, like a lighthearted way, and you're able to play as them, you know. There's that extra layer of I can't die, surely. You just get to play as them. It's fun. I don't know why I'm trying to add more to what I'm trying to say. You just get to play as them, and it's fun. Because, you know, we've known these characters for what, 4 games at this point, and they're always these big scary creatures. But then this, some people didn't like that because it's a horror series, but I think at this point I feel like the community will hopefully be able to come around to the idea of seeing these characters in a lighter fashion. What the frick? I might lose to this guy. I will lose to this guy. Holy cow. Have you played the game Desolate Hope? Or Room. I think you meant the Desolate Hope, unless that's a different game. I have not, but I have it in my Steam library. I will eventually. Bro, heal. You're right. Look, that's another thing that's rough about this game. The healing later gets absolutely outclassed by gift boxes, and that's another part that sucks. Like, gameplay-wise, I don't think it's really fun to just spam gift boxes, but it's required. Similar to, like, auto shield. Maybe that's a part of the problem in this game, is just the scaling of power and abilities later. Wait, where's my speed? What? Didn't I just do birthday? This game might be a little buggy. FNAF World's got charms, all that matters to me. Needs an option to turn off flashing lights. I was gonna get to that for sure. What's your favorite FNAF game? I've said this before. Well, if we're talking full game, that might be there might need to be a deeper discussion there, but like in the tier list stream that I did, my favorite thing at the top at S was the Sister Location Custom Night update. So if we're counting updates, I guess, separately. Game-wise, as a whole, I have a messy relationship with Security Breach, but, like, I had the best personal time with Security Breach out of anything. Why did you choose Fredbear as your avatar? Because I don't remember. I think I came up with the name first. And I thought, okay, Mini Bike. I don't even know how I came up with the name Mini Bike Games. Gosh. I'm really bad at coming up with names. I used to have an old YouTube channel that had really bad names. Like, they were just super generic, not very good. And I just don't know. I don't really know. I'd have to look back at it, but I'm pretty sure the name came first. And obviously Bite, Fredbear, well, you can get there. But yeah, we can talk about the flashing lights. Once you get a lot of there's a lot of abilities in the game that, like, not for no reason, but just, like, excessively flash your screen with different visuals. Like, even leveling up, it flashes it slightly. And when those stack on top of each other, it can get really chaotic. One of the most obvious examples is Cosmic Song, which hopefully we'll see today in, like, a couple hours, if I can get a character with Cosmic Song. It's a pretty late game ability, but it is one of the worst examples of it, even though it's a really strong, attack ability. You literally can't tank a single hit, even with Titanium Endo Defense Block Bite. See, yes, that's, like, there's no, like, even if in concept I think gift boxes is fun, and it makes you feel very overpowered in the game. Oh, wait, I gotta win this. Hold up, let me heal. But, like, it just defeats the purpose. What the frick? Don't delete him! What? Munchie, no! Oh. Your sacrifice will be remembered. Okay. There should be more healing abilities and stuff. I feel like Scott really doesn't like healing. Scott is not a support main. Because healing immediately just flounders. There's, like, how many characters in the game heal while we're here? I know you two are the starter heals, one for each team. From there, none in this row have a healing ability. You have Cupcake, which is the most basic healing ability in the game. You might? No, I think I'm thinking of Refreshed. I know you don't. Chica's normally the healer. I think you might have one. Somebody down here I think also does. I think like Happy Jam too, maybe. Some of these. But by this point you have gift boxes and it doesn't matter. Happy Jam is better than Cupcakes? I think so as well. It might be, which is interesting for Bonnie. Maybe I can try him on Team 1. I'll try him. Oh, that's not what I meant. Or wait. There we go, do it in a triangle formation. I do want... We can do this. I don't really like Freddy that much. Yeah, let's just go with this. Is your favorite FNAF character Fredbear? To be honest, no. He's... Oh, why am I going here? No. We already did that. But I just... Like, I may have made him my avatar, and he may be up there, somewhat, but he is definitely not top 1. Top 1 goes to either the storyteller, although the storyteller we really don't know a whole lot about. We don't really see him in a game yet, but I really like the idea of the storyteller with the big tree and the tiger design with the head. I think it's really cool, even if the story isn't the best, and it has some issues, obviously. Yeah, if you have regen song too, yeah, okay. But I feel like most of the mid-game ones don't, and then by the time you get around to those ones, you have gift boxes. Or you have at least one gift box character. Like, you unlock them at the same time. Fredbear's Happy Jam, I think? Yeah. I knew some ones in the bottom row did. I thought Spring Bonnie and Fredbear did have something. But if we're talking games characters, more specifically, it probably is Ennard. I think he would. I really like Sister Location. It's like whole aesthetic and vibe. I really like how it peers through the scooping room window at the end of the game, and then the whole Ennard boss fight really left an impression on me. I still remember beating that forever ago on my iPad. A long time ago, gosh. On this shared iPad. It was tough to do it on mobile. I wouldn't go back to mobile now. But it was an experience. And it took me hours of split up practice multiple days. And when I finally did it, that was rewarding as heck. And that's probably part of the reason I feel so attached to the character, is because I spent all that time. And even though it's not a max mode, for a while it kind of wasn't it, before the custom night was added. And so in a way, I would say that was probably the first custom night, or max mode I kind of beat. Sorry for saying stuff twice. Well, I'm also... If I don't read your chat message, I'm not ignoring you. It just might mean there's too many chat messages sometimes. So it's fine if you repeat your message. As long as you're not spamming it, it's okay. Party Favors technically heals, but it's insignificant. I consider it's basically a form of lifesteal. You damage 9 and gained 10 or 11. that. It's not a lot either way. I only really use it if there's kind of a reason for me to heal, never mind. But if there's no big reason for me to heal, it's a little bit of damage that the support characters can usually do. Stop attacking Chica, please. There we go. Woohoo! I think Ennard just aura farms, not gonna lie, in a lot of Sister Location. Ennard is awesome, I'm glad you agree. Okay. Let's keep going. Map-wise, the original version of this game, back to talking about FNAF World for a second, and FNAF World 2. The original version of this game looked pixel-like, and it was 2D, not 3D, or pseudo-3D like this one is. I assume, my expectation is that the game will have a 3D overworld again. Right? Does anybody think differently? Is there any idea that we're gonna go back to the arcadey feel that the update 1 of this game had? I really don't. I don't see it personally. Particularly just because it's Mecha making it, so it'll be really easy for them to make. And if this game is not going to be super tied to lore, which, as I said before, don't think is going to be the case, then there's really no reason, I think, to do it that way. I think it's going to stick to this formula. I think it will be pixel art, the game art won't be, though. What do you mean, the overworld will be, but the fights will be not?
The subtunnels I could see being pixel, actually. That made Smiley, your message made me think of that. The subtunnels, oh my gosh, could be expanded upon. You know, I could see the subtunnels and the glitch world where you walk into stuff getting combined almost. They're very kind of similar, like, just weird spaces where you, like, teleport around, quote-unquote teleport around or move through objects. They could almost be merged into one spot and have glitched enemies or, like, corrupted enemies in the subtunnels. If we were to expand on it, I think that would be an interesting way to do that. Let's do something like this. Hello, unknown. Why was this game hated? To my knowledge, I was never a big hater of it. I need to get some freaking bites. 1 second, let me get the bee. And this. Can I get the pearl once today? This has been the worst I've been at the pearl. Holy crap! This has been a bad day for the pearl. I don't know if I'm gonna get it once today. Like, the promotional art won't be. Interesting. I never really considered that. I've always... Like, yeah, it is just promotional art, but I've just figured... There we go. Whew! Thank goodness. Gosh, I couldn't take more failures. But, yeah, I was gonna say, I think the reason people didn't like it is because, A, it wasn't a horror game. Like, people, like, to this point, everything in FNAF was, like, horror, scary, paranormal stuff. And then this is what came out next, and I think the sudden vibe shift just threw people off. I think that immediately set itself up to be more negatively received. But then on top of that, I remember the reason that the overworld was changed was because the trailer showed the 3D overworld, and then when it came out with the 2D pixel style, I think a bunch of people complained that, like, this is a downgrade, what happened? When in actuality, it was just a style change, I think. You know, obviously the 3D overworld existed, but I guess people didn't like it, and so instead, Scott changed it. I think there was just a lot of things that people didn't really like about this. Steel will not attending PAX confirmed. I think it's kind of, is it like, did they say something, or... Like, it's just been so long, I wouldn't be surprised if... I'm really not expecting PAX. They should have announced it ages ago. Am I getting the canon ending? I'm gonna try to get to the rainbow. Because I want to talk about the mini-games, but I want to wait till we get there. Because I need to feel the emotions that those mini-games give me. I need to be in the mini-games again. Like, I don't want to be, and we'll see why when I get there, but I do need to be there. PAX made a new post that everyone attending Steel wasn't there. Doesn't surprise me at all. And look, I think having hope, holding out hope for things is fine. There was no way Steelwool wouldn't announce PAX earlier. Like, what? It's like 3 weeks out? They announced PAX way earlier in previous years, and especially with the 2, from the anniversary, they would have announced it then. I had no hope. I had very little hope even before that, honestly, for a little bit, but no hope after the anniversary. Maybe next year. Quite possibly. It not being free on release in the pixel style didn't appear in the trailer, hurt its reputation. Yeah. Well, it being free, I don't even think. Like, it probably did, but I think that's not fair. Like, I think this game isn't garbage. Like, I think it deserved... It's... How much was it, I guess? I don't really know how much it costed. Like, $5. It's a fine game for $5. There's quite a bit of content. It's pretty fun, even if it is rough in some spots. Yeah, I don't like this fight. Can we, jump scare. I haven't really been using jump scare a lot, but I didn't have hope for them to attend PAX, but I'm glad we got confirmation. I guess that's true, yeah. No more hope. No more discussion of PAX. Who knows? Maybe next year. It could line up better if Security Breach 2 is nearing the end of its development. At that point, maybe we'll just get a little demo of like one of the locations.
And that's when they'll reveal it's a Fredbear game. Of course. So yeah, something else about the fighting. What else is kind of bad about the fighting? Is there... See, I don't play a lot of RPGs. I don't... If somebody in chat is more... If anybody in chat is more of a... Somebody who enjoys RPGs, if you have any criticisms of this game, by all means, I will hear them out. The Mimic is in that game. Is it a coincidence? I think I think the Mimic has been a floating idea in Scott's head probably for a while, even before he was properly introduced in Help Wanted. Like, I think stuff like Mimic Ball is just like a little peer into the mind of Scott and how, even though these ideas weren't properly introduced yet, they existed in his brain. I forgot to get a bite. Why am I... Man, what happens when I stream? Just forget things. Tisk tisk. Let's see if we can beat this. I'm a little curious. This is not gonna be easy, that's for sure. Oh, the hot cheese. Okay, heal me. We just gotta cycle the debuffs. If we can cycle the debuffs, yep, there we go. Right back to power. I think we can do this. I gotta start getting some hooks in. We got enough hot cheese. Ooh, switch. What are your thoughts on Ennard Funko Pop? I'm not a big merch guy. Oh, I got a hook. What am I doing? I'm not a big merch guy, to be honest. So I don't really follow it that closely. I think I briefly glanced at it. Maybe I'll pull it up after this and give my reviews as an Ennard fan myself. You know, I'm something of an Ennard fan myself, but surely it can't be that bad, right? Surely they wouldn't do Ennard like that. I need plushies of the adventure characters. That could be adorable. I do think some of them, their designs could use a bit of a redesign or fixing up for the new game, but it seems like all of them are gonna, you know, they're not using the same Scott models, so I have faith that things are gonna look pretty good in the new game, under with Mega Cat's new sort of spin on it. Okay, we're so close. Come on. Nobody's even died. I'm surprised. Oh my gosh. Look at what happens when you actually play the game well. That's crazy. I'm hoping for the next state of play. When is the next state of play? I heard somebody, or I saw somebody on Twitter saying like, oh, this means Security Breach 2 may very well have its announcement at the state of play, and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe it will, but I forgot to Google when that is. Let me get it. See, DD, I really don't like DD right now. Let's get this. I'd rather get this than the inaccurate Reaper. 17th of this month? Seriously? That's sooner than I thought. I've also been seeing a lot of speculation about the 2s. Let's go. Unk's still got it. I've been seeing a lot of speculation because Steel Wool and stuff's been doing a lot of 2s. But yeah, here, let me look at the Ennard figure real quick. Ennard Funko Pop. Oh. Something's wrong. What is wrong? So, this does not look good. Chad, I can't figure it out for the life of me. What's wrong with this? What's off about Ennard? I don't know. Why does he have... Okay, wait, you guys can't see my mouse. Shoot. Okay, look at the eye hanging off of the left ear. Why is that eye normal and the rest of the one's on his body for that matter, but not his regular eye? What the frick? Like, maybe if it was consistent it would look better. I feel like just the pupilless eye maybe is just the problem. Tried to make it fit into the old Sister Location style Funko. I haven't... Are those ones better? Let me see. Sister Location Funko Pops. Like, these ones don't look bad, though. Here, let me move this. These ones don't look as bad. Right? I don't know. There's 2 Endo Mimics and a Mimic Ball. There's Mendo. I don't know about 2 Mimic Endos. Not in this game. Oh, unless you're talking about in the series as a whole. I do think that the 2 Mimics share a body. But you could argue there's 2 for sure. So... if you're counting all the games, yeah, there's 2 Mimic Endos and a Mimic Ball in this game. But in FNAF World, I don't think there's any Mimic Endos. Unless, yeah, like I said, unless you're counting Mendo. Do you hope FNAF World 2 is lore? No. Look, I know, as a community, we love our lore, right? We love the story, the intrigue, but I don't think FNAF World, I think, proved that FNAF World entries don't need lore. I don't like the lore in this game, and I don't know many people who do. I don't know anybody who does, but I bet there are people. It's just like, it's not very fun, and it takes away more than it gives from the game for me. Like, the clock feels like such a nothing burger to me. Like, feels just in there for the lore quota. Wahoo! Okay. Maybe I just had to warm up a little bit, chat. I think FNAF World 2 will have lore. I'm sorry. No, look, that's a reality that I have come to accept as well. I'm not, look. Why am I... This is a scam! Oh my gosh, I'm not getting birthday. Okay, that's something FNAF World 2 needs to fix. Fix the freaking game. Here's another thing, actually. We're gonna see this later. If you play FNAF World for long enough, the game starts to freak out. I saw this in last stream, and I forgot. I watched Spiff, and Spiff has ran into this too. If the game runs for too long in one session, everything starts to fall apart. From, like, fights to music to backgrounds. Until the game eventually crashes. Can we not have that happen? I know FNAF kind of, like, is somewhat known for its glitches. Sometimes now, but we don't need to bring that aspect in, actually. I'm okay with that. Do the enemies still attack you if you don't click anything during a battle? Yes, they do. Nimbus. That would be interesting if they had to wait. I don't really know. I don't know a lot about RPGs, so I don't really know if that's how they normally work. But, I think FNAF World tried to solve FNAF 4 too much. It didn't even, though. Like, most of it connects to Happiest Day, which itself does connect to FNAF 4. But what did it even solve about FNAF 4? Like, I feel like all of it's super vague. State of Play on the 17th will be for a special event. Doesn't look like FNAF will be there. Okay. That's fine. I think that's perfectly fine as well, because it is still, like... Security Breach 2 hasn't been officially title announced, but it basically has been announced to anybody who, like, looks into it and knows the secrets of the font, the Orbitron font. But, they still have time before they need to, like, officially announce it and get the ball rolling. Like I said in the video, I don't think it's a soon-to-come release, and that's why we're getting a very small teaser for it first. They got time, and I'm okay giving them time, because I want this game to be the best Steel Wool game. The biggest and the best. Arcade Theory time? It could definitely touch on Arcade Theory too. Why did I have to join to this? Because I'm a person that likes it from an aesthetic. I like the yellow eyes and I like the vibe. It creates a serious tone in a non-serious game. Look, I said this earlier in stream. I don't mind there being lore in general, I guess. I would prefer not. But I don't really like you. Oh, I forgot I got Chica. I should have added Chica to the team. Yeah, I'm gonna... you supply all the debuffs. I don't know how... I wish there was stats on how much the debuff nerfs them by. Maybe if I read the descriptions when I'm fighting. Toxic Bite's good, though. You have heals, though. We're gonna try replacing Freddy. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna do this. I don't really like you. Sorry, Phantom BB. You're trash!
But I'm fine with it if there's I would like a clear division between the two. This one, it has some clear division, I'd say, but it also like ties the flip side to the world of the game. So how much of the flip side is something that exists in the greater FNAF world, and how much is it just for this game, you know? Like, because there's clearly connections to be drawn between FNAF World and, like, the Ruined Vanny teleportation and just the different layers of the spirit realm. But is that intentional? Like, there's no clear divide for me, and I would like... Why did I just read sex appeal? That's not what FNAF World 2 needs, I'm sorry. Each person's entitled to their own opinion, unless that's your opinion. It's not gonna happen. FNAF World 2 map, FNAF World map looks like a brain. That's something else too. Where it's like, is that the crying child's brain, or is it meant to be like Scott's brain, because this whole thing is a meta commentary on Scott, right? I lean towards the Scott interpretation, because I don't want messy, like, lore to be joined in with the funny goofiness. I think FNAF World is an in-universe game. That's a possibility, too. It was in the FNAF movie, too. I mean, so was Pop Goes and Candies. I don't think that's, like, very big evidence. I don't have anything in there. But it's possible. I won't say no. I wouldn't hate it either, but I would like I would like something it to show up in a game then, you know? Like, make that clear. I want more things to be clear, you know? I would like to know what we're working with. The person on Twitter tried to fix the Funko design, made the eyes bigger and closer to each other, and I feel like it makes them look better. Yeah, the eye, something about the eyes. I feel like the eye sockets and stuff too, they're like, just the ratio of the size makes sense as like a... That is a problem, I think, with it too. I think that's a good call out. Does anyone think FLAF is ever coming? Hey, as I said at the end of my last video, 2026 is still up on the page as coming soon, 2026. So, time's ticking, Click Team. You got, what is it? It's August? You only got so many more months left. It's... Let's see some progress, please. Did you like Secret of the Mimic? Personally, I liked it. I liked aspects of it, but I'm very critical of its gameplay and horror and sound design. But story is fine, or not fine. It's probably the best in the series, and I think environmentally it's pretty good. Lighting wise, it could use some work, but like the environments themselves, Steel Wool's just really good at that. They've really honed in on their craft, and yeah, that's one thing I'm not worried about in the next game. I think the environments, whether or not the lighting will complement that, they will look stunning. The full 5 Laps game is a minigame in FNAF World 2. They transferred it over. That would mean that, well, see, the problem with that is that 5 Laps was made by Click Team, and not MegaCat, so then they would have to basically, like, recode everything or just give them the project, which would be messy. And then also... Okay. And then also, would they build... That would mean that this game, or that the sequel would be an Unreal Engine. Would they build FNAF World around the 5 Laps game? That would be so weird. I think the later games have been clear. They've been clearer, yeah, for sure. Well, I would like some answers, you know, to make the left games a little more clear as well, to match that, you know? That's my thing, like, a lot of stuff is still unclear, but the newer games are getting better at that. People don't just want vague posting 24/7. I think vague posting, or like, theory bait, whatever you want to call it, I want to have a whole talk on theory bait sometime this stream, because that was brought up during TD's stream that I was on, and, I have some thoughts I don't think I've ever really talked about the term theory baiting. It made me realize when I was on stream, I was like, dude, wait, we're talking about theory baiting. But I'll get to that later. They're probably gonna delay FLAF, or cancel it at this point. I wouldn't be surprised me. SB2 is their full flat mode game since Runes will be interesting to see improvements they made graphically. Yes. Yeah, because Secret of the Mimic was built as a VR game first.
So there was limitations put on that. Sometimes I do forget that in my criticism, which is fair. So I really hope there's some big improvements to be had. If there isn't, then I will be disappointed. But that is totally fair. That why is all the hot cheese missing? Why are we? What is the aim, Foxy? We could be doing so much better. It's very obvious that cheats here probably be in FNAF World 2. I don't think it's very obvious. I talked about this earlier. There's definitely a chance. It's the most likely candidate to house that particular minigame right now. Because I don't think that's in SB2. It doesn't really match the Steel Wool look or feel. But, no. Sorry, your prices are too high. Jubilee, wait. What do you think the roster will look like? I'll go through that in a second, because that's a whole talk I can have. Jubilee playable, Ultron playable? Okay. So, probably not. But, hey, at least if Jubilee's in it, I know I'll be good at the game. You know what sucks, though? Sorry, this is off topic. Sorry, FNAF fans. Jubilee, I like playing characters. I need to heal. I like characters that are kind of like, mid-tier for support. I like playing support, and I prefer playing characters that are not overpowered, you know? I'll play Luna if my team needs, like, if we need to win, but, or my other characters are taken. But I like, you know, I used to play Adam and Ultron and stuff. And Jubilee kind of fit, like, the bill even better to where, like, it fit more of the main support playstyle, but she was also, you know, not S tier. But after the update, she's kind of S tier, and it's made me sad. The definition. What's the FREDD'N definition? Yeah, the way they were using theory bait, at least FREDD'N was bothering me a little bit. Because I have a very specific, I don't know if it's very specific, but my way of viewing theory baiting seems to differ from what they were talking about. They were making theory baiting sound like such a bad thing. But, or, you know, like a negative thing when I feel like every FNAF game. Hop on Rocket? I feel like Rocket's good, though. Rocket's too good, I'm sorry. I feel like, what part of FNAF World do I like the most? The roster, probably. Getting to play as the characters. But if you're talking about, like, section of the game, gameplay-wise, that's another thing. This game is not structured very well. Let me explain. The story is fully within Fredbear dialogue. And then I guess Scott's speech at the end. But the story is fully contained to that. And the rest of the time you're just going from place to place. You know, there's no objective, there's no... You don't know why you're doing this outside... You know why you're doing this, but there's no... You know, there's no mini missions that lead up to some bigger thing. It's just explore the land and get to Pinwheel Circus. That's it. Like, I think the story needs to be a bit more involved in the future. Do we already talk about how Baby is in the new FNAF poster? Looks like Eleanor? Well, I think that's intentional, for sure. I don't know, I haven't read the story in a while, so I don't know if the description of her in that story also just matches that in general. I would have to reread it. But the similarities to Eleanor have not gotten past me. I just think that Eleanor is a character that exists. I don't know where I'm going with this. I think that's just true, but I don't really know what to say about it. I don't think Eleanor is coming to the game. Sorry. How the hell is it intentional? What do you mean? Like, Eleanor's a character. Like, I don't especially like, I don't think you could make that and then not see how similar it is to Eleanor. I mean, both Eleanor and Circus Baby are based on Circus Baby. I think, like, you know, like, they're very similar characters. I don't think it's like a... You know, it's not like it was an unintentional, like, oh, whoops, sort of thing. It's like, well, no, duh. A, they're already gonna look similar, and B, the artist could have very easily drawn inspiration. Is it Snartles? Is that how you say it? I'm always worried about saying names wrong, and I usually do. But I think it's Snartles. Who's your favorite FNAF World character? we can talk a bit about the roster. Let me talk about what I think the roster will be roughly for the next game. I don't have like a character by character, but I have general trends. But looking at favorite character, Funtime Foxy's just like broken. So as a kid, as a younger FNAF fan, I attached a lot to that character in this game. But if I had to think outside of that, I really don't mind the Crying Child's moveset. I kind of like the support style of Crying Child. Like Power Song and Armor Song are unique to him. If Endo Plush makes it in, yeah, who's getting cut? This is such an interesting thing too. Why is Phantom Puppet down here? The ordering of this is kind of weird. I guess it's by like strength, but then why are you here? Paper Pals is actually the most filler character. Like not in terms of like being here. These two are both super filler. But in terms of like his abilities, it's just like I never find a use for him. But I feel like these two will get cut. I'm sorry. Sorry if you're a fan. Maybe Endo Plush is like a cameo. I'm calling it. Phantoms are getting cut? Nah, no way. Maybe some of them. There are 6 spots filled up by this. But thinking about new characters, because okay, I think maybe some of these bottom ones will get cut too. I think like Chipper could stay. Scott might stay. But I think Pixel Purple Guy very well could be removed, as well as Coffee here. Maybe. I feel like there's going to be one reference to Scott's older games. Maybe 2. There could be more. I'm just totally guessing here, honestly. But for new characters, I definitely think all of Sister Location, maybe excluding, like, the small characters, like Electrobab. And then FFPS, there will be a lot of characters from that. At least the core 4 at the night, plus some mediocres, maybe a Trash in the Gang spot with all 5 of them. Yeah. That's that. And then there could be like a Vengeful Spirit character similar as there's the Crying Child. But that's it for UCN. I just don't think there will be a Vengeful Spirit character, although I think that could have a fun moveset. And then Glitch Trap I think is going to make a appearance for sure. I think the Glamrocks will make an appearance for sure. I think the Mimic will make an appearance for sure. I think Vanny will make an appearance for sure. I think DJ Music Man will at least have a cameo because Mega Cat already put him into the pit as like the sound manager, and I think Scott also really kind of likes the joke with the character. Outside of that, could be some more Secret of the Mimic stuff. I kind of doubt it. Maybe a few spots. Nothing really from Ruin except for mixes. I could see mixes being there. I have a question. Do we think there will be skins in the game? DJ Music Man boss fight, that could be huge. I wouldn't mind that. Desk Man is getting added. That would be funny. Most of Phantoms, Paper Pals, Endos. Endos, really. Probably Jackos too. I could see some more Halloween characters getting cut. Phantoms and Endos. I don't know. I think at least one Endo should stick around. The Endos bring... Is there any... Am I going anywhere in this? No, I'm going the wrong way. The Endos are like... Have like Endo Army though. And stuff. Like I feel like they can have such interesting abilities. I feel like at least gotta be like one representation. Candy Cadet? Maybe. Candy Cadet in Refresh is like a shopkeeper. I could see him having a similar role. What would his attacks be? Now I will tell you a story. Monologues the enemy to death. I think that's perfect. Spring Bonnie will get cut. Maybe, but they are the original 2 from Fredbear's, you know? They're like Fredbear and Spring Bonnie are kind of a group. They don't have to be. But unless Fredbear's getting cut, I feel like Spring Bonnie has more of a chance. Oh, true. Mr. Hippo can fill that role, actually. They can share the ability, maybe. You know, some characters share abilities in this game, quite a few. Maybe both can have it. Who is Glitch Bear? I don't know. Glitch Bear is a character. Makes the lore more confusing, and I hope that's something he doesn't do in the next... Or in 2. They replace Fredbear with Dreadbear? Could be.
Dreadbear's another good contender, actually. I forgot about Curse of Dreadbear. I mean, the whole DLC is named after him. I could totally see Dreadbear. I could see F10 as well, like M1. Thinking about Secret of the Mimic, that's one of the main characters. I could see that being a boss, too, like the F10 machine as a boss. That would be pretty cool. Imagine, like, sending out Moon.exe enemies. What if there's a whole section themed around Moon.exe, like with the whole aesthetic, and the boss is F10, and you have to fight like Moon.exe, like the bear on the porch and stuff. That would be cool. Spring Bonnie never really gets anything anymore. Well, hey, FNAF World 2, everyone is here. Spring Bonnie can get a role. Glitch Trap will replace Spring Bonnie. He's not really a replacement for Spring Bonnie, but I guess that Scott could do that. Mr. Hippo's a skin for DVD? Oh, of course. Likely. Terror Radius is him monologuing? Oh my gosh, wait, it's peak? Also, that hot cheese is, like, perfect. What a frick. Good job, Foxy. You missed a little bit. It's okay. Mia Cat makes the Edwin silhouette cannon. That would be an interesting thing to fill a slot on. There will definitely be some joke slots. Actually, Helpy will probably be in the game, too. Helpy's been a consistent mainstay. Maybe we'll get some Spring Bonnie action with the Ire. Ooh, I really think so. There's that interactive, or that multiplayer survival thing. I think that'll have a Yellow Rabbit Spring Bonnie appearance. Oh, wow. I could fight Auto Chipper, that's right. I'm not going to, though. Ha. I hope it's on mobile. That would be really cool. I'm not holding my breath for it, but, the original was on mobile before it got taken down. That would be really fun. I don't know. Does Mega Cat do mobile ports? Like, for their games? Do they reach out to other outside, studios to port them often, or no? Mobile port seems unlikely on the face of it because, like, Into the Pit didn't get one. FNAF hasn't really gotten a new one since Help Wanted, which has since been taken down. I still have a copy on my phone, though, but I don't really know. I don't think it's likely. Tealier. Hasn't Helpy appeared in every game apart from... Well, he was in Into the Pit as well with Helpules, if you count that as an appearance. How does a B7 game sound like? That sounds like Slav. Sorry. Unless it's like the main thing that B7 is it seems to be just like a parallel to Banny maybe. Outside of that, I really don't think B7 needs to be showing up anywhere. But yeah, FNAF World 2 being on consoles, I could see them porting this game to console maybe too. It would be nice if this game got like a little refresh, you know, a little update, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, surely these chumps are low enough. There we go. Do you think FNAF World 2 ends up being considered or confirmed non-canon? Would it have any implications on Into the Pit? Well, I already don't think Into the Pit is canon. I don't know how many people in this chat agree, but I'm pretty sure the timeline doesn't work either way. Like, there's some fudging you have to do with pre and post FNAF 3, and I don't like to do that. Add that to, like, the 10th anniversary nods that... It just makes me lean non-canon. Especially with Return to the Pit, too, muddying the waters even more. It just doesn't seem that likely. Now that we know it takes place in 2015, too. Depending on when you place FNAF 3, that means it could still be before or after. That means it's around the time of FNAF 3, if you believe FNAF 3 2015, which I think I'm on right now. I really don't have a strong opinion on a lot of theories nowadays, but I think that's where I'm at with that. It'll be fun to platinum. Oh, when this game comes out, I will be trying to go for 100% achievements when it comes out, maybe. Depends how long the game is. Might just go for all endings first if it's really long, but we'll see.
FNAF AR advert Markiplier playable? Oh, of course. Undoubtedly. Do you think SB2 will align better with Tails? It's very, 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 very possible. If they spice up the gameplay loop, like improve the fights, or do you mean like add something to the gameplay loop? What do you think of Jazzwares? Aren't they... I don't really buy that much merch. As I said, I'm not a big merch guy. I have some. None from Jazzwares, though. The last piece of merch I purchased, which was pretty recently, all things considered, was the White Tiger plush, because it's, like, games accurate. I've been wanting that for a while, so when it finally came out, I like, bought it day of. What if it, like, third-person perspective, combat's more hands-on? Possibly. I have a feeling, though, it's going to stay as an RPG sort of feel. Although I don't play a lot of RPGs. Do a lot of RPGs do that? I don't really know. But they could totally spice up the like look of the game. I do think like the same gameplay style with the fights will be kept the same, just hopefully improved. You know, like knowing when status effects will run out with timers, perhaps, or knowing when you're going to be able to use your character attacks, because right now it's on an invisible timer. Things like that. Just give more information is a lot of the problem. My mind just wanders? Well, that's not allowed, bro. No, but, hey, any guesses are good guesses at this point. We know nothing. Since FNAF World 2 is finally happening, it might confirm stuff. I just feel like asking for lore is a risky game. I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you. It's not to say it won't happen for sure, but I wouldn't count on it. Especially with Scott's previous comments, as we talked about. It's just like, there's a very real chance there's little to no lore, and I wouldn't expect big things from this game, because then we could have the exact same smear campaign as last time with this game, where people were just hating on it because it wasn't what they had built up in their minds, and it wasn't, you know, what they expected. In that case, it was more that they expected a horror mainline entry, but I don't want people to think that FNAF World 2 is going to solve a lot, and then it doesn't. It might. I'm not saying it won't, but there's a real chance that it doesn't because of Scott's previous history with doing that. Just little improvements would be sick, of course. Yeah, for sure. Like, tone down on the flashing, big improvement, big little improvement. Give us timers for things. Yeah. Some of the characters, I know some of the character designs could use a bit of work too, but overall I like the art style, and it seems that they're keeping it pretty good still. Hope there's no lore. If there's lore, it should not be like the focus, like as it is with the mainline entries. I want the focus to be making a fun spin-off game. You know? I don't want this to be bogged down by being a lore game first. This should be a fun escape from the main series where you get to experience playing as the animatronics in a new way, you know? Like, that's how I view FNAF World. And I think... And it gives fun meta commentary and, like, a little glimpse, I think, into Scott's perspective when making the games. And I think that's something that FNAF World 2 could do, once again. Is provide more commentary, and it doesn't have to be big lore. As a turn-based RPG, FNAF 2 should change how the turn-based combat works, make it more strategy. Yeah, I don't play a lot of RPG stuff, so I will probably do a bit of research. Actually, is there any RPGs I should look at for... Because my video is going to be on what FNAF 2, like, should learn from FNAF World and, like, what makes it good and bad. Are there any RPGs I should look at as good examples of, like, RPGs that people like? That's actually really important. I should have asked that earlier. Because if there are any, I'll watch some videos and, like, see what works with them. And watch videos maybe on why people like those. Because I want to know. So I'll probably go back through the stream chat later in the day write those down when I'm writing the script today. So I'm gonna write like half the script today, probably, and then half tomorrow, and then start doing it. Mother 3? Okay. Donkey Kong Country Topical Freeze. Donkey Kong has a turn-based RPG. Wow. Didn't know. Pokemon? Yeah. Okay, Pokemon is one I do know about. I've never played, really. But I could watch some stuff. What's a good Pokemon game, though? Like, what Pokemon game does the turn-based RPG stuff the best? Because I know there's some that are better than others. If there's any lore, should be mostly Kyle's prior. Really hope he lets us know for sure. I hate having games where you don't know for sure with their canon. Yep. I said that too. If there's lore, I want a clear division between what is, like, supposed to be serious and what is the for fun meta commentary. Like, Chica's Secret Party could be a good example of that, where it's just the pixel style, very separated from these characters and this world. You know, you enter a glitched object, not like the wormhole ones, and suddenly the screen goes black and you're in a minigame. Like, I think that very clearly is separate, because it's not, and then no comment is made after, like, or it has no impact on the FNAF World 2 itself. Make it an entirely separate, just little thing you can access. Doesn't have to be little, but, you know. Any classic Pokemon game would have turn-based battles. So Pokemon Red, Blue, okay, cool. Pokemon Unite. I think you should check out Darkest Dungeon, Mother Trilogy, Paper Mario. Okay. I will look through as many as I can, to see what people like, what people don't. Because, yeah, I'm a bit of a novice, bit of a not knower when it comes to this stuff. So, it's good to hear people who know a bit better, perhaps. Gen 3 is probably the best to look at. Fire, Red, Leaf, Green. Okay. Hey, I'm listening to whatever recommendations you guys have. So if you lead me astray and I look bad in the video, just know it's this stream's fault. It's this chat's fault. Super Mario RPG. I've heard of that one. Is it one of the best? Because I do want, like, the best. Like, even if they're like, I only have so much time in the video, right? I'm not going to go through every example. So I want, like, the top 3 best would be for me to look at, you know? What 3 examples should FNAF World 2 look for? I love Super Mario RPG. Okay, that one might be good then. I think Chica's Secret Party would be in FNAF World 2. It's very, yeah. Well, yeah, what's it called? Steel Wool hasn't really done that style. The only other team I could see doing something like that is Click Team. And they're doing nothing right now. So, like I said, FNAF World 2 most likely right now to have Chica's Secret Party. Especially because if Scott was confident enough to put Chica's Secret Party in a book, it means it's a project that's pretty locked in my opinion. You know, it's not like the FNAF, it's not like 5 Laps. Well, I guess 5 Laps is a bad example. Never mind. It's not like that tower defense game that got canceled behind the scenes, right? Hopefully, whatever Chica's Secret Party is in is well established and not gonna get canceled. Gen 5 and 6. Well, now I'm getting conflicted. Let me see. As a huge Pokemon fan, the best when it comes to actual gameplay is Gen 5 and 6's type chart. Because that added fairy type. Okay, 1 of 2, okay. Yeah, because I'm going to ask, what does fairy type add, though? Why does fairy type fix this? Also, later this week, I'll finally be making a return to the making FNAF in Blender and UE5 with the canceled game. Or the Click Team game. I know I took a long break. Kind of busy with videos, but hopefully I'll be having a person on for that, somebody else on to hang with for that, and oh, frick you guys, they're climbing to Diamond 1 without me. Wow, shame. Well, too bad. I'm busy playing Peak instead. But yeah, what could fairy type have fixed? The big 3: Hello Neighbor 2, Sonic Shuffle, Madden 8. For some reason I feel like you're messing with me. I can't say for sure,
But Hello Neighbor 2 in that list, it's a bit of a tip-off. Somewhat related, my crack theory is not Scary Shoot Sister Location 2, but not Circus Baby. I do think there's still a lot of mentions of 2. I think there still could be another game of 2 in the works, low-key. And whether that is Sister Location 2 or not remains to be seen, but with all the stuff of 2 still coming up, I think there's a real chance that another big 2 is on the way. And hey, Sister Location's 10th anniversary is coming up. Maybe. And hey, wait, even better. It's in October. I think it's October 7th. It's almost on the dot 2 months after the anniversary. If they were to announce a Sister Location 2 then. It's T-Dreads 2? Okay. Dragon type was 2 OP, so they had fairy type to counter, and fairy type became 2 OP. That's like when you... I feel like I heard a story where some country or something introduced an invasive species to deal with another invasive species, but now the invasive species took over. It's just like that. What are these recommendations? I feel like we've lost the plot with I Show Speed. What? I feel like that's probably not happening. Hot take. I Show Speed probably won't be in the game. Sorry, chat. Prize ball, go! Please. Not heal. It was frogs into New Zealand? Oh. I bet I heard that from a Spiff stream. Spiff streams have the most random things. Sometimes. So yeah. That is interesting. Okay. Swap teams. Go! My big 3 would be Mother 3, Deltarune. Okay, well I don't want spoilers for Deltarune, so I might just look at the gameplay for that one. Which is all I need anyway. So I will get around to Deltarune playing it myself eventually. Paper Mario N64. Alright, well I'll try to look at as many as I can, see like what general perception is for the best of them. And I'll do that research later today. After stream, probably at some point. Chica's Secret Party appears during some parts. Do you think they'll give us any clues to settle Midnight Motorist or only tease us? From what it sounds like, it should answer things if that box can be opened. That very familiar box. I really hope it's not the bad kind of theory bait. That doesn't line up with my definition very well. Where, okay, thanks for killing my team. But, I hope it's not that type of theory bait where it's literally just there to tease us and there's no point to it. Because that's what that would be. We already know the box is a mystery. There's no need to put it there and then not open it, you know? Or give us a clue as to what's in there. Just baiting it by putting it there is scummy, in my opinion. Really scummy. Have I played Undertale? Not all the way through. I'll get to that too eventually, but I have played that one at least. Like, I know the gameplay of that. Well, chat, if you're not in my Discord, you can join the Discord and go much more in depth on the RPGs you would recommend as well. Heck, maybe I'll put in a separate, like... Oh, I gotta go... Oh, shoot, this is a stressful fight. 1 second. I might even put in a separate channel for the time being, just on this, so you guys have a place to put your recommendations. So if you're not in the Discord, you can join the Discord and put a much deeper explanation there as well. For anybody. Open invitations. Link in description to the Discord, of course. As per usual. Hopefully it works. Sometimes it's supposed to never, like, expire, but sometimes it does. I don't know, maybe it doesn't like me, but that remains to be seen. Oh shoot, I should have done speed. This fight's gonna take a while, but I think we can do it. Do you have faith, chat? I have faith. What FNAF World actually needs a moveset and give the animatronic stats? They all do different things? That's true. Yeah, right, well, right now, the only variation between them, really, is, did I just do Gloom Song again? Wow, I'm trash. I think, it's their abilities, or their 3 attacks, and their health. That's the 2 things that change between them, as well as their appearance, obviously. That goes without saying. Now, I don't know, like, they could add different attack
It depends. I guess I gotta look at more RPGs, because I don't really know that much about, like, how other RPGs function. I know Pokemon, I guess. Pokemon has different strengths and weaknesses, that's true. Wait, yeah, they could add a whole strengths and weaknesses chart like FNAF, or like, Pokemon. Like, what if the toy animatronics, or like ones that are of a certain material, are weak against others? Hold on. Yeah, no, they could totally add more. That already is a really great idea, actually. Deltarune is one of my favorite games. As far as gameplay goes, it's a life, half bullet hell, so not comparable to... Okay, that's what I thought, yeah, because I know Undertale's like that. And it wouldn't be great inspiration, I don't really think, for this game, or the sequel. So yeah, that's actually a good point. I wasn't even thinking about that, but yeah, no. The gameplay wouldn't be too comparable. Okay, Munchies go. I didn't mean to click it, but sure, whatever. Poppers! I don't know how good poppers are. I just kind of click them because they do a lot of burst damage, but I don't know if they're the play. Sludge! Slow down! Poppers. Oh, that's a lot of poppers. This is the Find Characters chip, by the way, Chef. This is definitely worth the fight. Are the chips a good addition? Are the chips and bites? The bites, I think, are pretty fun. I think there could be more variation in how they work. They could even have their own health sort of system, I think. It might be a lot to manage, though, but I think they are fine. What about the chips, where they're just, like, 4 free upgrades? Do other RPGs kind of have that sort of system as well? It doesn't... I don't think it really harms the game, besides some being overpowered and kind of breaking the balance, like the auto shield. But, I don't mind this. I don't think the system is bad. FNAF World system is fun as is. It just needs improvements. Do new challenges, use animatronics they want to use. Yeah, I think there just needs to be more depth to the animatronics, maybe. I think, like adding more strengths and weaknesses, I think, is a good point. Because right now, yeah, a lot do kind of do the same thing, and like healing is really useless. So those characters immediately become useless. That's another thing too. Late game characters outclass new game characters, and I guess that kind of functions a lot in RPGs like that way. But I do wish there was almost like there could be an end game way to make any character buffed up, so you could make any sort of dream team you wanted. You know, that would be kind of fun if you could make your own dream team in this game. Because as it stands, you're kind of forced to use... You're forced to drop characters as you get new ones, unless you want to be like David Barron and have a crazy long challenge with the original characters. Oh shoot, I should have done speed. What are the OG lore biggest 3 mysteries? The box. I think, like, you have to put it there. Like, the box has haunted the community for years, and even if, like, who knows if it's gonna get answered at this point, I think that's, like, gotta be one of the big 3. Let me see what you put. No box? I don't think the box is very important. Oh, I see. I think the box, like, it's been built up for so long, I think it has to have some significance. Like, even if what's inside isn't important, the reason it's there, or something like that, has to be significant. There's meaning behind it, even if the physical item isn't. But Midnight Motorist is definitely one. I saw you put that there. DCI, maybe. When Elizabeth Died is less important to me, personally. Another one could be, I think, Toy Shink. I think Toy Shink is one that, like, even if, like, it doesn't really matter who it is, genuinely, I really don't care that much. I do actually think it's Bite Victim pretty strongly, but, like, when it gets revealed, I really don't care. I just want an answer, because it's been a discussion for so long. But Toy Shink's been such a big discussion that it kind of has to be addressed sooner than later, I really hope. You should play Earthbound, because it's cool and awesome. I've heard of that game before. I don't know if I will. What if there's a FNAF character to be the game's necromancer? Like somebody who revives characters? What just happened? The game froze for a second. We'll see if the game starts breaking at some point here. Let's do this. Just give me answers? Yeah. Scott should not be afraid to give big answers eventually, you know? It only makes room for more big mysteries, and it allows for discussion to not become so spread out. Like, I get as
as content creators, maybe it's nice to you know, have more topics to discuss, but as a fan, it gets so sad to have the same discussion around and around and around. And, like, sometimes it's fun. You know, especially, it's also fun, too, when, you know, both people are open-minded, or at least, you know, respectful to other ideas. But in many cases, that's not the case, and also just these discussions have been going on for so long that it's like, we're just treading old ground. What are we doing? And I just think an answer is, we need some answers to some big mysteries from the past. I think Toy Shink is the one. If I had to pick one, that one needs to get out of here. It needs to be done. Creative Undertale's a mega fan of Earthbound? Oh. I assume that there's some big inspiration there in Undertale and probably Deltarune. Give the end effects more specific pools and make status effects more relevant. Yeah, and healing more relevant, personally. I don't think gift boxes has a place. Like, I think if there's a necromancer, it should be dealt with more like how gift boxes is in Refresh, where the gift boxes, if your health would be set negative, because you can go negative in that game, it would instead be set to -1, which makes it easier to heal your characters. It should not be the end-all of healing and keeping your characters alive. Was just as someone interested in the story talking to people IRL, it's wildly difficult to talk about what's actually going on in any aspect of the story. Yeah, because there's just so much to follow, I feel like. And there's not like you can't really dilute the game down to 3 big mysteries because everybody's different answers. I saw somebody say the Fredbear plush. Yeah, that is another big one that, like, while I wouldn't say it cracks my top 3, in another world where we have more answers and the story was more just like, you know, more, I guess, traditional, where we actually got answers to older things and moved on more frequently, that would be a top 3 still. Low-key, if FNAF tubers have to lose content for answers, that is a trade I'm willing to accept. Part of that is because I'm less of a theorist, so, you know, I'm trying to do less theories anyway. But also, like, as a fan, first and foremost, before being a content creator, I am just a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I need answers. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stop caring about the lore more and more over time, in my opinion. And I think that I do kind of feel that way sometimes. It just doesn't matter sometimes when there's just too much. But that, I don't know if that's a hot take. That's just my very kind of heated opinion on it all. Oh, look at that. The only potentially mid-game healer. I guess it's kind of mid-game. Like, every plot point's a big mystery. We know William stuffed the kids into the suits. But, like, 90% of everything is up to debate. Yeah. Yeah, even, like, I would say that's smaller stuff, but that's still, like, there's no reason to not give us more detail. I think, if anything, it would be a big thing for a game to show us that for once, you know? Like, that would be a cool moment to just see that. Okay, it could be puppet stuff. I saw that comment. I'm not joining puppet stuff anytime soon, unfortunately. Do you think Animdude will be in FNAF World 2? I think, probably, maybe not as a playable character, but he'll be there. Because he is just the Scott stand-in. And I think, if we're, you know, this game was very meta, I think the next game very likely will be meta. And for that, I think there will be a Scott stand-in. As well, oh my gosh, that was very loud. Jeez, I hope that didn't freak out the mic or anybody listening. But, as well, actually, the idea of, somebody brought this up earlier, of Steel Wool having a stand-in and Mega Cat, honestly, all the companies could be a really interesting idea. Oh my gosh. When Lady Fizzy and Pinky Pills have a stand-in FNAF World 2, and it's a commentary on them leaving the community for new artists. Dude. Surely not. But, Bounce probably a playable character? Unlikely, but I think it would be kind of fun if some of the enemies from this game that are more iconic did come back as, like, playable characters. I did just get Chica. Prize Ball 2, I think she has? That's not bad.
I like FNAF World and all, but I mostly like because it's a big part of my childhood. Yep, that's true as well. I agree with that. Wow, you killed the whole team. Please die. Lower that defense. No, it's you. Sure. Voice acting? They made a joke about that in Update 2 with the Foxy Fighters. Voice acting? No! We'll get there soon. Hopefully. It's what, been an hour 30? Shoot, I hope I get to Cupcake. We'll see, I might not. What the hell? Why am I king? It's because you've typed a lot. Congrats, you're... Wait, when did I get Nightmare Chica? Holy cow, I'm playing this game on autopilot, by the way, chat. I'm talking a bit too much. What? Low-key, she's not the best. All of the nightmares are low-key kind of mid. I like Foxy, but these three are not my favorites. But, I can swap you for you. No. You for you, you for you. And then you have Bad Pizza, which is a pretty good ability. No jump scare, although I'm not using jump scare a lot anyways. Let's try this. And then team 2, like that. You have Prize Ball too, but that's all you're good for. Hiding too much from the story, audience kind of ruins the story, just revealing too much. Yeah, exactly. I agree. They should add voice actor to Mr. That would be a fun reference. Or that would be a fun, I don't know, joke, I suppose. Community may implode if some answers aren't the consensus, though. That just means that they're too stuck. If you would get upset at an answer, unless it's a bad writing decision, like objectively, or like agreed by even people who are open to new ideas. If you're just upset because it's not what you expected, that's on you. I said this. I was in the call with this yesterday because we were talking about Cassie Vanny, right? And I was defending Cassie Vanny in this, even though I don't believe it, as an idea. And we were talking about how, like, even if it isn't Cassie Vanny, and it's Vanessa, and it makes sense, there will be people unhappy probably about it, because it's not what they had built up in their minds. And I think that goes true for a lot of mysteries, too. Not for everybody, but I think there are definitely some people who are going to be upset if it's not their answer. And at that point, you're more invested in your own fan fiction of the story than you are the actual story that's being told. You know, you're not in it for FNAF's story. Why did I do that? You're in it for your own interpretation or what you want the story to be. Never call FNAF World bad even as clickbait. You're not gonna like my next video, Charlie. One of the potential thumbnails I'm working on is not much. Oh, here we go. Game's gonna crash. There we go. Told you guys. Let's reopen it. Okay. I wouldn't be upset personally, but knowing Twitter and Reddit, and that's okay. If they're gonna be mad, I don't feel bad, because I want answers for the story, not for my headcanon to be proven right. And can the strong people get mad about anything that might contradict it? Yeah. Like, it's fine to be passionate about a theory, but I don't think you should become too tied down to one idea. Especially when especially if there's others that are, like, just as valid and can work as well within the story. It doesn't have to be your way or the highway sort of thing. J-Top Scott still needs to take his story back. What? Who do you think the villain of FNAF World 2 would be? Like the overarching villain? It very well could be a Steel Wool stand-in, which would be really funny for me. Or in general, for everybody, I think. Just like how Scott was the villain of this one. A lot of people do paint, myself included, paint Steel Wool as the villain. So that could be also part of the fun commentary, is if you know, as the fans are fighting, trying to fight, you know. Wait, what if you're trying to, like, what's it called? The Steel Wool Sheep has taken over animatronica from the Puppet Master. And you're trying to bring the Puppet Master back into reign. Just like people wanting the older games, or you know, saying that the older games are better. Something like that. You can passionately care about something without attacking anyone who doesn't see it that way. Exactly. I agree. I kind of feel that way about, like, I'm very passionate when it comes to discussions about, like, the direction of the gameplay and, like, just how the games are going. But I would never say, like, you're stupid if you just want more of Secret of the Mimic. Because that style of gameplay, I can admit, even if it doesn't work for me, works for people. Some people just like playing, some people just like playing Secret of the Mimic, and that's fine. I think it can be improved upon, but I'm not gonna attack somebody if they like a video game or believe a FNAF theory. It's a video game. It's all fun. It's all for fun. That's what it is, chat. It's all for fun. And that's why I'm having a good time playing this game. Because it's for fun. Hang on, your stream is like a billion years behind for me? Oh. Well. Skill issue. Gibby will be playable in FNAF World 2. That would be funny. I wonder if Scott would or will do some theorist like references, like Matt Pat or FNAF. when the TD candle shows up as a bite in FNAF World 2. That would be kind of cool though. I think some of the bigger names could absolutely get references. It's alright, I can attack people who disagree with me for the both of us. Sure, Charlie. By all means, I can't stop it. Not gonna lie, I love Sun and Moon. Oh, that's true. I didn't mention that when talking about my roster for this game. Daycare attendant absolutely could work for this game, especially if he has like an ability tied to him swapping forms, and he has like a defensive and an offensive form, like a jack of all trades sort of character for any situation. I think that would be really cool. I think that would fit perfectly, like gameplay wise, and he's a really popular character. So many pink ticks by MC Mini Biter, thank you. I read that as MCI first. That's FNAF head brain rotted. The gameplay of classic FNAF should always be prevalent, even if it's mixed. I don't think it needs to be. Like, I think game series can evolve. As much as I push for it, I don't want it to be like a thing where like you have to like, you're gonna get Sit and Survive and you're gonna like it. I think it's fine having a mix. I just think at least some elements from it should be kept around. Whether that be like post-game content stuff or resource management, which comes a lot with like survival horror more, that FNAF should probably lean into. Like, it doesn't have to be straight Sit and Survive, but like elements of Sit and Survive, I do agree. Or elements of classic FNAF. You want to maintain your identity while also growing from it. Crazy we can get like an actual RPG. Yeah, especially because it's made by MegaCat. It's not made by Scott. And like a whole team I have more confidence in. Especially with one with experience like MegaCat. And not clicking the same moves forever. Yeah. Charlie, I was asking this earlier, but like I was looking for my FNAF World video, like talking about what FNAF World 2 can learn from FNAF World and not. Like, what are the top 3 RPGs that FNAF World should take inspiration from for 2? I know there was a lot earlier in chat, but I'm curious what you'll have to say as well for that. Oh, what path am I taking here? It's this way. I think I'm going a roundabout way here. It's okay. Oh, I missed it! Oh man, I'm such a LARPer. I don't know where I'm going. And I have another fight. Wow. We'll just keep doing this forever. It's okay. Would be cool if they stick to survival mode. Yeah! Well, I brought that up in my last video too. Like, will Security Breach 2 be a successor in more ways than just story? Will it try to use the cut ideas from Security Breach 1 and like actually do them? It's a valid question. I don't know. I really hope so because I love survival mode so much. But like, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. And survival mode so could have worked too. The gameplay is much more similar to original FNAF. So it keeps more of those elements, and it's just unique in general from what the rest of Mascot War is doing. What if the villain is the Mimic? As a commentary on people hating the Mimic? That's true as well. I feel like they could do that in a bigger scope with Steel Wool as the villain, but the Mimic could also work as a stand-in for them. Absolutely. That's not a bad idea either. Let me jump scare here because, oh my gosh. Jump scare sucks in this game. Gosh. Didn't even get to another attack yet. I need to do water hose next time How are they not dead? Okay, please. Please. Water hose. No! Water hose. Please. What? They're not even 30% health? Yeah, we're not winning this one. I'm sorry. I should probably do Happy Jam and swap teams. Huh. Well, that's not happening. Yeah, this fight is a dud. My team sucks. Devil May... Okay, so that's one game. And that's not even one I've heard up until this point. So I don't know if I should believe that. Who else agrees with Devil May Cry? If you're not winning, run. I think it's a little too late for that. I'll try. Oh my gosh, you were so right. Okay, fine. I'll take Freddy. Freddles, I guess, is fine. It's like the only one Fight 2 is not bad in general. But I don't really use it a whole lot. I don't know if Devil May Cry is the way to go, Charlie. I haven't heard that one before. Okay, so if you weren't a LARPer, you know that was a joke? Oh. No, I'm not even being a LARPer. I'm admitting that I don't know much about RPGs. That's why I'm asking for help. Look, I'm asking for help, and you're making fun of me. Who's the one in the wrong here, Charlie? Huh? Tell me that. I'm just here trying to find my way in the RPG world so I can make a good video. I don't want to be a LARPer in my video, okay? I'm not trying to be a LARPer. You might not make Team 1. I don't think you will. I'm sorry. Do this, I guess. Poppers I do like, but we'll keep this. If the game is canon, the villain should be the Mimic. If it's not... I don't think the main story is going to be canon. It wasn't canon in FNAF World 1, and so I think it would muddy the water for casual fans to make the sequel fully canon, and then the first one is still in this questionable territory. All of it is absolutely not canon. At least some elements are just meta. So I don't think that's a possibility. I'm not considering that as a possibility, at least yet. And started as Mimic Ball, morphed into it. That would be kind of cool. What if that's the reveal, like, of him? What if he's the twist villain? Like, the whole time, it's like Vanny or something. You know, it could be like almost paralleling Security Breach, maybe. If Scott really wanted to use Vanny to her fullest potential, she could be in both projects in 2027. What if 2027 is the year of Vanny? That would be pretty cool. Like, actually give her a redemption in the biggest way possible. But then the twist villain is that the Mimic Ball you've been using by your side suddenly hops over and transforms into the Mimic. That kind of reveal could be kind of fun. I'd be down. Nightmare Freddy on Team 10? What? We're not having 10 teams. I bet this world will probably stay pretty similar in presentation. It might just be, hopefully, like I said, it'll be, like, more fun to actually get through. Maybe have some enemies, but I don't know. Where am I going? I missed the, here. Here we go. Literally any turn... But it's like, there's got to be some mid-turn based RPGs out there, though, you know? Like, I shouldn't watch one that's kind of mid, or look into one that's kind of mid. But I already have some recommendations from earlier, so it's okay. Bro doesn't know Team 10. England is my city. If that's a sports reference, I'm sorry, I'm not a sports guy. Unfortunately. 2027 is optimistic. Not an RPG guy. Oh, okay. I will. I'll if I remember, I will. I mean, I'll be watching the stream back for the recommendations, so I'll try to remember. What all did you get? Oh, so there was Pokemon. It was Gen 5, I think I was recommended. Like any Pokemon really, but Pokemon Gen 5 I think was the main one. And then there was, oh my gosh, I'm too busy with these fights, bro. There was, the first one I saw was this Donkey Kong one. There's, oh, Mario RPG was one that was brought up. I'm remembering the ones that I actually know. Because I already knew some of these. Donkey Kong's recognizable. There's some other ones. Hello Neighbor 2 was one. Pokemon's a duh, that's true. But you did ask, so. But I'm gonna scroll for the rest. The other ones I didn't really recognize can stick with me. Earthbound was brought up, but that was in relation to Undertale, which is not really what this game is going for. Probably. Fredbear's kind of disappointing. He's really just there for the universe ending. His abilities are not that good. If I get him, I will be disappointed, even though he is the icon of the channel. Oh, so please don't kill my team. My team's not ready for this. Let's run. I'm not ready. Thank you. I need more characters, chat. This is, like, bad. I got, like, nothing. Nothing good. I need, gift boxes. That's what I need. Okay. Legend ZA? I'll look into that too, I guess. You need the Screw Crew? I have like no Unscrew 2 characters yet even. I'd take the Screw Crew. Honestly, gamble all the way, but I don't have it yet. These rolls have been trash. Kind of. Steven Universe, the 3 Steven Universe RPGs? Are those good? Never heard of it. I mean to get some water, chat. Oh my gosh. I had a little bit of water up here, but, oh no. Freddles, go! Not a lot of damage. Splendid. I like them. Well, I know that. What else can we talk about in relation to, like, what does FNAF World 2 need to do? The music's not bad in regular FNAF World. I think they can keep a similar theme. I imagine there'll be remixes of, like, the older songs. With some new tracks as well. I wonder if they'll add the Ice Cave. Probably. That was a scrapped area for this game. So I can only imagine it'll be taken as a good inspiration. Leon Riskin at all? That's true. Leon Riskin could totally work on this. I mean, he did remixes of it for the Steel Wool games with their more ominous touch, so I could see him doing I want it to be more fun and lighthearted, though. It shouldn't be that same ominous feeling. But he could totally do that. This is gonna be tough. I don't even know if this chip is that good. I'd like the characters to talk to you. Like, are you talking voice acting or, like, they have dialogue? Because in this game, they really don't have dialogue. But, like, that would be cool to see them interact with the world. I'd like if they each had their own little personality about them. That's true. Like, maybe one team talks about something, a situation entirely differently. And that's part of the fun of it. You get to see each personality shine through a little bit. That would be really cool. Now that I think about it. How should Chica's Magic Rainbow be into? I don't know. I think it'd be really funny if Chica's Magic Rainbow was super serious in the next one. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Chica's Rainbow will definitely be there. I should probably do Bite 2. I think Bite 2 would do more single target damage here. I know exactly what I want, the Mario and Luigi series. Yeah, this does more damage. I don't know why I haven't been doing this. Might have sold. Okay, good. Yep, let's do this. I have no regeneration. This isn't great. And that bite is not doing much. Oh, and it's over. And just like that, the run was dead. That's crazy. That's so close, too. Like, I'll try. But, these guys are not doing enough damage. Nah. Dang it. Wait. Oh, I was gonna F2 to reset it. That's okay. But Chica's Magic Rainbow will probably just have a similar role. She might even have like a section of the map dedicated to her and be like a boss section. Maybe even an optional thing. But I really hope we're gonna get to the minigames later. I already said that. We'll talk about the minigames when we get to them in a bit. With a smoker voice. Life really went downhill after. Yeah, that would be really funny, but I don't think that'll be what happens. What does everyone think Chica's Magic Rainbow represents? Nothing. I just think it's a joke. Like, Chica's Rainbow was in the movie, and it was... that's not an example, I guess, of it being nothing and a joke, but it was just there to be there, and I think that's all it is. Just there to be there. I need characters like now. Could I beat Brow Boy? If I could, I could get to the best character grindy spot. Oh, I need Run Luck. Do I have that? That's what I need, chat. Do you guys have a favorite one play Superstar Saga or Bowser's Inside Story? Well, I'm not gonna be able to do that before the next video, but maybe. I got a lot of games I need to play. I got a backlog. Damn it. Run. I'm not trusting this. Thank you. Let me get Run Luck on. I do have it. Cool. Boom. I'm assembling a team. Proud Boy will return to Avengers team. There's Secret Wars. Speaking of Secret Wars, I low-key really hope Jeff is in Secret Wars. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it might save the movie for me, honestly. And I'm not even joking. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but it would be really funny. Get Run Luck and go to the Glitch Zone. I'm pretty sure the best place to grind characters, though, is the Pinwheel Circus, no? That's what I've seen the speedruns do, though, with like 157%, is grinding there. So if I can get past Brow Boy, it'll be worth. Okay, please die. Prize ball! Garbage! I wanted Unscrew too, but okay. We can't get there yet? I can if I beat the boss. I can do it, Charlie. Have some faith. Oh, maybe with whoever this is? Okay, so never mind. You're okay, I guess, but not a hard hitter. You're no fun time, Foxy. You can pretty much get every character? Yeah, but the odds might be better in the other world. I don't really know for sure if that's true. I wish I had the chart. I know there's a chart. You have Pizza Wheel 2 talks about. You're definitely a team 2. You have Jump Scare? No.
can be team 2 though. I really hope Jeff is not the new shopkeeper. I want somebody goofy, you know? I want a cool cartoon character. Lolbit is the top pick probably, just keep Lolbit's gold, but I'm okay with some days. Let me do run. Why am I not running? I put on run. Let's use that chip. Wow. There we go. Where are all the Phantoms mid? They're just stepping off points like a lot of characters are, honestly. I mean, they're not mid, they're just like, they all are the debuffers, and the debuffs aren't super helpful later in the game. They have their time, though. It's been 2 hours, chat. That's crazy. This game is kind of long. I also haven't gotten lucky with the character. It would be nice if I had gotten like Endo 02 in the Glitch World or something. That would have made this a lot quicker. Instead, I've gotten mid. If you get a good character, you can get to the circus easier. That's true. Why am I not running? I'm so used to just fighting. Hello, pen boy. Scratch. Oh, here we go. Okay, you're fine. I think you're the best of the core 4 nightmares, in my opinion. Hachi's too, I'm a fan of, so that's fine with me. Who will you replace? You'll probably replace regular Foxy, I think. Can't believe I still have regular Foxy on Team 1. That's crazy. It's just the jump scare potential, I guess. That's where Golden Freddy could come in and be useful, because stunning bosses like that is pretty nice. Okay, get out of here, please. Your Jubilee is also buttons, but that's besides the point. Thank you, Charlie. You're not less than 30% HP, that's a lie. Thank you for the insight. Most Phantoms can be cut, not gonna lie. I think they could keep 3, like they did in UCN at least. They can be cut, but they're still, like, I know they're one of the less popular groups of characters, but they are still an important part of the history. Are you doing hard mode? Well, of course. Honestly, hard mode is like normal mode, and normal mode's like easy. Scott just wanted to make you feel a bit more accomplished, I think, when doing hard mode. Yeah. Let's run with it. Hello, JJ Mayhem. What is going on? Alright, let's do this. I'm so ready. Could have turned off run luck for a bit better stuff going on here, but I think I can do it. Should probably get a heal bite, honestly. Oh no, I have Pearl now. That's good. Okay, at least I have Pearl. I was gonna say, without Pearl, somebody's low. I can never tell what positions they relate to. Is it like this? It might be. Slow down. Stop. Oh my gosh, it's over. Not really. I'm gonna try to do it with this 3 and get as much damage out of it as I can. Mini bite, what? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Good, you? Hey, I'm playing FNAF World, talking about FNAF and FNAF World 2. I'm doing fantastic over here. I look away for 1 second and my healer's dead. Shoot. Unscrew 2. I'm not gonna do that. It's not gonna work. I have 1 Unscrew 2 character, but against bosses, it's unlikely. Although this is also looking quite unlikely to work, I'm being honest. What? You're just one-shotting now. You didn't one-shot before. Stop one-shotting. Yeah, it's over. Unlikely ain't 0. Neither was this working, okay? With better RNG, I believe. I believe. I'll go into the glitch world a little bit, though, Charlie. I'll take your advice. I may have been mistaken. I brought regular Chica to Scott? Why? Why would you do such a horrible thing? Chica doesn't deserve to be there. Chica can stay in Fazbear Hills. Almost like it's what I said. It was close, okay? He was like 30%.
But yeah, getting a strong attack character like Springtrap or gift boxes will seal the deal. It'll make things a lot easier. It was a good healer. None of the healers in this game are good healers. There we go. Free money. Chica's S tier? Nah, not true. Unfortunately, gift boxes makes healing outdated. You know, I can go for auto... What's it called? Auto... or anti-unscrew? Whatever it's called. Look at that! It failed on a regular character, Charlie. Hello, Grapes. I really hope Unscrew makes a return in FNAF World 2, though. We need more gambling. It's not auto-unscrew, but, anti-unscrew. What? You're gonna be nothing. I could have used you a long time ago. Hot cheese 2, go. I should have unscrewed 2'd, honestly. That was a time I should have unscrewed 2. You didn't believe? Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're right. That's because I shouldn't believe. It's not trustworthy. I don't trust Unscrew anymore. My friendship with Unscrew 2 is done. Okay, I gotta fight you again. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this one, chat. Another boss? It's awfully scary. Go. Die. There we go. You use escape key? Never. I never use escape key. It's like a 10% across the board, which, like, is okay, I guess, but it's no Unscrew 2. Glitch World's up here. The flintlock is addicting for gambling? It kind of is. Oh. Okay, that sound effect kept playing. That was fun. Escape key is buns? Yeah, good. Block, that's what it is. Block Unscrew, yes. Thought your jaw was the health bar? If only, no. No, they didn't add me to the game, sorry. And the Halloween characters make the normal outdated. Well, that's because Update 2 is trash. Across the board, but we'll get there when we get there. Okay, here we go. This is all we needed. Maybe the worst of the gift boxers, but I enjoy them. And, it's all we need. Unscrew is where it's at. Yeah, if you're gonna go for a random chance. And it failed again. I tried believing Charlie, it just didn't work. I'll try it again, though. Die. Unscrew. There we go. Whew. Depression child. Yeah, of course. That's his name, right. Okay. Bye-bye, Chica. You can go in Team 2, I guess. Favorite FNAF World design? Ooh. I'm not gonna say that. Which one? That's a good question. Which one? I'd have to look at them all in a row. I don't mind... And RWQ's is kind of basic. I like his movements. It's like a little dance. Also, why did gift boxes not work? Game is broken? Probably. There we go. I really hope gift boxes doesn't break again. But I really like his little, like, wavy dance. What's it called? Wither Bonnie's not bad either. Who else? Is there any from the update that I like? Nightmare Own. I don't know why. Something about Nightmare Own's kind of fun. I just like Nightmare Own in general, though. You really beat up a child? Well, of course. I mean, come on. It's to win the video game, so. Smasher Fast FNAF World when? Never. In 2036. Remind me then. It'll totally happen one day. I should just be running, but this is a good fight test.
My power feels low. I just think these guys aren't dying super fast. Maybe it's because of my last run I got better characters quicker. It just feels so slow. Power song. Go! Surely if I do water hose after this, it'll be enough. I believe. Should've done bite there. It's okay. Water hose should be enough. There we go. Wahoo! Power scaling method. Nightmare Iona's an S tier character. In general, yeah. In this game as well, he's pretty dang good. He's got bubble breath, so you kind of need him. But yeah, he's... Nightmare Iona's design and the tentacles, I feel like, can be used in such interesting ways. And I hope it is... Like, it was a bit in a VR, but I think there's way more you could do with it as well. Power scaling, that's literally... It's literally going to be this roster flipped, though. Like, almost exactly. There's a couple exceptions to that, but, like... Newer characters just totally outclass older ones. There's no nuance to it, really, for the most part. Which Yendo will make it? Like, will Yendo, do you mean? I don't think Yendo... Like, Yendo, I don't think will be a playable character. Maybe he'll have, like, a cameo as a character on the map sort of thing, but, I'm skeptical about him being playable. Mini Bite, if you think about it, Unscrew is the highest DPS move. I guess you're not wrong. Oh, well, no. If you really think about it, Charlie, Escape Key is the highest DPS move. Because you can kill multiple things with it. Although, if you're against a boss, if you're against Scott or Rainbow, which has the most health, then I guess they're equal. So, you know what? They're both the highest DPS. Just one's a little more reliable. We'll put it that way. I did talk about this a lot before Stream Grapes. We had a long discussion. FNAF World 2, I want it to be completely non-canon, but if there are lore elements, which is very possible, very real possibility, it should be totally separated from the normal gameplay. Like, the division should be very clear, and there should be no confusion, and no, like, tying it directly to canon. TNT and Matthew Lillard is a playable character. Now that's something Refreshed would do. And I wouldn't even bat an eye. And my 60 hours escape key has not worked a single time. The enemy's escape key seems to work much better. It literally, one character earlier, in the mines, escaped key twice and killed all 8 of my teammates. It was insane. What about Slasher? Well, Slasher can't one-shot a boss, though. Slasher's up there, though, for sure. Nightmare BB felt a little weak. Yeah, there's a few that are a little weak. Maybe we can see when I get there. This stream's gonna be a long time, though. Gosh. Chat, low-key might not get there. Because this is taking longer than I thought. We'll at least look at all the, what's it called? The mini-games before I head out, but... Beating the boss might be a bit more questionable, because then I gotta play all the minigames a lot and stuff, so... I should be running. My first thought is always to attack, but no, I should run. Wow, this swirly effect is tripping me out. Oh my gosh. Playing Pop Goes Arcade, I see. That is an RPG too, isn't it? Right? I think. I haven't played that in a while, but I'm pretty sure the gameplay was. White Rabbit reminds me of something else, chat, but reminds me of a clip, but I won't I won't be showing that on stream here. Maybe it'll make its way into my video. Honestly, it probably will. That's a really funny clip from FNAF World. Those who know Matt Pat. I feel like they're gonna want something in the game for theorists. Yeah, maybe. It's very possible. Matt Pat clip? Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad some people know in chat. I'm not gonna pull it up now, but It's quite well known. Why am I fighting fights? Oh my gosh, I gotta lock in. Garbage. I hate you. Doesn't even have the... Has the audacity to not be unscrewed. That's crazy. I know the clip should do it on screen right now. It'll make its way into the video chat. It's okay. We don't need to show it here. I don't know what compelled him in that moment to say that. It's so funny. It is so funny. I think we all know, probably. It doesn't really matter. It's just calling him White Power Bonnie because he's white is just what why, Matt Pat, why? KKK Bonnie, exactly. It's like, what are we doing? This is FNAF, by the way. Like, okay. Okay, Matt Pat, sure, go off. Oh? You're not bad. You're no Funtime Foxy, but nobody's Funtime Foxy. Not in early, or not in update 1 at least. Please get unscrewed. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's a great clip. It's amazing. It's amazing, but like, why? It's my question. I would love to know. I would love to like see into his mind in that moment and figure out why on stream he's like, yes. KKK Bonnie. This is the commentary that the Theorist channel needs. Honestly, Chica, you're out. I'm sorry. You can be out though. Or I don't know if we need full debuffs anymore. We're past that. Funtime Foxy is one of the best. Infinite more ore than any. Yeah, I agree. You're so right, Charlie. Funtime Foxy has arguably the most ore in the game. He loved to just say whatever, apparently. Oh, don't fight. Don't fight, Mini Bite. Come on, there we go. Wow, I'm getting so many. Oh my gosh, another gift box. Yeah, you're getting replaced, little child. I'm sorry. Weird that Funtime Foxy is the only fun time. Well, because wasn't it? It's supposed to be fixed Foxy, right? Or Mangle. It's not supposed to be the fun time Foxy. Yeah, you have Haunting, so I'm gonna take you. And then you can go here. Cool. Yeah, you suck. Prize Ball 2 and Mystery Box 2 are okay abilities, but it's not worth taking a full slot up for those two alone. It's also great to see you have another White Rabbit. Entire character is being brainwashed by an yeah, that sounds like a British guy. True. You see, I like this little dance he does. It's fun to watch. It's a little mesmerizing. Let me run. There we go. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. All the characters are coming out. Now, he's like the end of early game characters, I'd say. But, at least we got him, I guess. I would love to get Springtrap, Funtime, Foxy, or maybe Spring Bunny. Probably not Spring Bunny, honestly. I feel like there's somebody else, though. There's a third character I wouldn't mind. Oh, Endo 02 for Endo Army. Yeah, Funtime Foxy, yep. Predates sister location, that's true. Holy trash. Are you talking about my gameplay? Don't say that. Hey, Mimic Ball. Wait, I should be running. Oh, never mind. There's one character left. I'm just gonna kill this. We need some XP, chat. You gonna go after this one? No. Redo. It's crazy. Mimic Ball with unscrew is low-key not bad because you get double the unscrew. That's a good combo. What was that time skip? Oh, did the stream lag or something? It's possible. Dude, I told you.
Well, with Mimic Ball, yes. I'm talking about Withered Bonnie. Oh yeah, he's trash. No, you're right there. He's good early game. I like I-Beam for early game. It's like got some RNG. It can do like up to 1,000 damage if you're lucky, but pretty trash. It's Adventure Black Rabbit from Pop Goes. Wait, exactly. Oh my gosh, give me a new character now. I'm done with these empty, hollow fights. What's the most recognizable location from FNAF World? Probably Fazbear Hills, but it's kind of generic looking, you know? Like, I think the graveyard's pretty recognizable. Lily Gear Lake, I mean, they're all kind of generic, I guess, in their own way. They're just the stereotypical, like, locations. Oh, thank goodness I didn't run from this fight. You at least have Endo Army, even if you're not Endo O2. I'm watching in 2x speed, holy cooked attention span. Dude, no way. Okay. Yeah, you're weaker than your brother, but you still have Endo Army, which is good. I guess I'll go here, here, something like that. Circus, maybe? Maybe. How do we feel about these screen effects? I don't think they're that obtrusive. Like, I don't mind them. Some of them are a bit more disorienting than others, but I really don't. I don't think it takes away too much. I think it's kind of fun. It's not like the annoying effects of the battles sometimes. One white rabbit. You know what? Oh, well, there we go. Yeah, we need a few upgrades at least, so it's good to get some of those fights out of the way. Most iconic look. Okay, if we're counting OMC, like, fine. And the flip side, I guess those are pretty good. Witherbine Refresh went all the way to the end. What does he have that's so good in Refresh? Or are you saying that you just took him to the end? We can do this fight. Yeah, okay. Wow, Reaper's coming in clutch. I think that was another Reaper kill. Holy cow. Yeah, JJ, yeah, we talked about this earlier. For sure, I think DJ Music Man will make an appearance. Especially considering Mega Cat put him in Into the Pit, which is arguably less relevant for him to appear in. Actually, for sure less relevant, so yeah. Pretty sure it got nerfed. What did he have, though? I-Beam? Like, did they buff I-Beam too much? Oh, Electrocute and Unscrew, too. Oh, yeah, Electrocute. That was, like, a new stun, right? That, like, maybe it did some damage, too? Or it, like, stunned them? It was something like that. Holy mid character? Yep. Holy garbage water. Give me something good or I'm out of here. We low-key could win with this comp, though, but I would like one more character. Like, one more goated character, if possible. Let me free. Please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Walking back and forth. Is this how character grinding should be in FNAF World 2? That's a question. Is this fine how this is organized or no? Wow, thank you. Let me get some gift boxes here. Oh, thank you. Let me get some gift boxes here. Oh, thank goodness it missed. Thank goodness. Give me... What the flip is going on here? Electrocute's damage scaled insane with levels. Oh, okay. I see. Scott put Mimic in FNAF World 2, but not giving it Mimic Ball because he hates us? No. Nah. God, no? Oh. Okay. Okay. Come on, give me one more character. Actually, that makes sense, though, yeah. What should it be? What should the system be? I don't know why I said that so sad. I really don't like this system either. I guess I'll look at the other games and how they handle, like, Pokemon. Isn't Pokemon, though, you just encounter... Well, your fights in Pokemon are the other animatronics that you unlock along the way. So I guess that's how it would be in that, where you have a chance to quote-unquote catch them. Right? Favorite minigame from FNAF World? If you're talking about the Update 2 ones, all of them are different levels of mid to bad, but I would say... What's it called? Probably Foxy Fighters. I like Chica's Magic Rainbow because it's kind of a fun, unique challenge. But I don't know. I don't... More mid-tier trash. Would have been better earlier in the game. Yippee, okay. Give me a new character now, please. There we go. Best character excluding Halloween. Well, I said, yeah, Funtime Foxy. I think is probably. Has both gift boxes and Cosmic Song, which is a crazy offensive ability. So I would be okay if we got her here. That'd be really good. Unscrewed? Dang it. Come on. Walk. Okay, here we go. Gift boxes! Ah! Almost got me. How did the bite miss? What are we... Some of my attacks are just missing. I don't know where they're going. I haven't checked on FNAF World Refreshed. I think there hasn't been an update. I think they're cooking right now. Pretty sure that's the status. Go, go, go. Keep moving. Please. Oh, run. Come on. There we go. Come on. Any second now, surely, right? Diego, can we chill it with the ducks, please? No more ducks in the chat. I'm sorry, the ducks will have to stop. Endo 01 or Endo 02? Endo 02 clears hard. It's just the way it is. He just has... I forget what his abilities are. I know he has, Endo Army, which is still good, but I'm pretty sure... at least one of his other abilities is better. Last build was in February. No real updates since... Why did the server shut down? I think I was in that. Did it really shut down? That's crazy. No updates since January? It's been that long? It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but I guess so. Yeah, there must be a big update down the pipeline. I don't know what they're gonna add, but I bet it'll be good, whatever it is. Last update was really big, and I enjoyed playing it. Could just be busy, too. Come on. There we go. What characters do you want? If I had to like pick out, like, I don't know, some you know, more obscure characters that I want personally, I think some Frights representation of some sort. I think Pit Bonnie is the most likely for that to be. Although, what is one that I bet there's one I would prefer over Pit Bonnie, though. Pit Bonnie's always the more generic one. The Agony or the Stitch Wraith would be kind of fun. The storyteller as well from the books. You know me. I've said this many a time. I love the storyteller. I wouldn't be surprised if it just stopped development. Maybe. The team seemed to be working pretty good, though. Like, they got a good product out. I would low-key be okay with where it's at. If things fell out, I mean, at least we got what we got. It's still really fun to replay. Fetch might be fun. I could see Fetch working. Fetch would have some sort of dog or Fetch-related things. Realize something hilarious but true. That is FNAF, but not FNAF related. What? Right. Interesting. that sentence confuses me. But other game inclusions that I think that I would like. Let me think. Any from Secret of the Mimic? White Tiger, I think he has a pretty good chance of making it in, but I would like White Tiger. F10 making it in would be really fun, but I also think that's relatively likely. Mixes, glitch trap. Oh brother, you're not who I want to see right now. I'm sorry. Unscrew. Get out of my face. Thank you. We might literally get FNAF World 2 before the refreshed update. That's a very true possibility. Oh, referring to characters you want to get right now? Oh. Funtime Foxy. Let me look real quick while I'm doing nothing, because we're not getting characters. Funtime Foxy, Endo 02, or Springtrap. Those are like the three. We have a lot of characters now, jeez. We probably could go all the way with this team. Let's fight Bubba at least. You know, let's do something a little exciting. I'm missing some chips though. Let's do this, I guess. We're missing some chips and bites for sure, but I'm also just out of money. Kind of. 832 is not bad, I guess, but gift boxes, shoot. We gotta go. This team's not super upgraded because I've been skipping fights. I should have blocked jump scare, gosh. Both these teams aren't bad, I guess. Where's my mouse? Mouse? Oh my gosh, I got lost in the clutter. Holy cow. Not good. No power stone. Switch to team 1. I always forget Bubba is like a weird jump scare character that just like jump scare. Like a lot of the later game characters don't use jump scare, but for some reason he does. It's kind of fun. I like that. If we're gonna be speculating the roster like it's Smash Bros. I've already seen some concepts that look pretty exciting. I'd be happy with a lot of different rosters. I have no like this must be in, except for like I guess Sister Location and to an extent 6 as well. I think those two kind of like have to be in at a bare minimum. If it was just the same roster or base roster, I think it would be a huge disappointment for sure. Saturday the unsupervised played Big Walk. Daco, I played the way they described the same objects in Just Play. Why'd I unscrew? Imagine if that worked. I would be eating my words saying that it was useless against bosses, but nope, I'm never wrong. Never wrong, never will be wrong. Go, FNAF 2 reference Foxy! Go! That's one of the more mid-mini games in FNAF 2, if I'm being for real. It's okay. Maybe Vanny can make it in? Oh, absolutely. It's not a... The reason I didn't list it is because I don't think it's like... I think it's already really likely. Like, I don't even think I have to ask for it. Genuinely. Please? Electrobab must be in the game. Honestly... Look, Electrobab's done a lot for us, but... Do we need him? Eh. Yeah, okay, I was talking... Okay, There may have been some points where I was wrong. Okay, I may have made some missteps. But it's okay. Because at least I'm right about the bosses thing.
Please give me one more character. I wanna slam dunk Scott. I want Scott to feel the wrath of a fully goated team. I don't have find characters on, by the way. I just realized it. The objects and just play the game reminds me of FNAF, especially with map pack comes with Dream Theory. Same information but put together completely differently. Yep, that's FNAF. RNG just gets ridiculous. It does kind of. Oh, hello. Hello, Goldendo. You can give me some money. I didn't know about this character existed for the longest time, but it's a good way to get money. Andrew must be a boss in the game. I think it would be a really good inclusion. I don't know if it's gonna happen though, unfortunately. I hope so. Is Scott that goated though, is the question. Let's go army. Let's do bite 2 at this point. We got the cheese already on him. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are we hot cheesing the team? Come on. No need to get toxic like that. Except for toxic bite, of course. Endo army, go! Man, these fights take a while. Imagine that, a boss taking a while. Oh my gosh. Just die. You know, my team is better than yours. We know I'm gonna win. Just give up. Just let it happen. You're stunned again. I wish the bosses should have a stunned animation for Haunted. I don't know why they don't. That's another thing that's like really weird about the game, kind of. It's just like, why? Endo army, full set. What? That feels like a reference to something. I wish Endo Army 2 was in this game, not exclusive to Refreshed. It makes things a little easier. Oh. Lots of money. Money, money, money. Holy LARP. About what? It sounds familiar, but it doesn't ring a specific bell in my head. See, to LARP about something, though, I feel like it has to be something that I claim I'm a fan of. Unless it's a FNAF reference, I'm probably not claiming to be a fan of whatever you're referencing. If it is FNAF, though, I'll be sad. From the Minecraft movie. Oh, I do. That's why it sounds. See, it's about the pronunciation of it, too. Diamond armor. Full set. Look, I gotta hear it in the Jack Black voice in my head. That's my bad. Sorry. Okay. Whoa. Why are we doing that? Mimic Ball, be there and do nothing. Man, Endo Army's so good. Okay, unscrew. Do it. Finish the deal. Boom. Favorite boss? That's a dang good question. I really like the owl. I like owls, and I think security is really cool with the heterochromia too. Okay, yeah, I think we just move on, chat. I'm sorry. We put in a lot of time, but like the sunk cost fallacy, I guess. But it's not happening. I gotta rewatch the Minecraft movie. Maybe it's a good movie, and I just haven't seen it in a while. I sent you a message. And what happened on their playthrough? Oh, okay. Let me briefly check it out. Oh, okay. Yeah, different interpretations for sure. Interesting. That is very FNAF, though. FNAF, you can look at two people can be given the same image and say entirely
opposite ideas about what it is. Weird glitch jump scare. Yeah, Secret of the Mimic's a little bugged. I did see Varar was live yesterday. I stopped. I was lurking for a little bit of it, but I couldn't stay for too long. Or chat. But yeah, Secret of the Mimic has some bug jump scares after the patch, and it's annoying how they haven't fixed it. Hence why I made 2 videos on how bad the VR release and port was. Stuff like that. Remembering how jank Refreshed is, it's a really fun game. Yeah, what a fun game. It's fantastic. It's not perfect, obviously. Still some pain points shared with the original, as well as some new ones, but still a good experience. Alright, I'm not gonna have the best team in the world, but you never are. Let's just go for it. Maybe I can get a boss drain before the boss. Probably like the level 2 one. Wow, you have less health. I forget that. I think that's the trade-off. You do more damage because you're one-shotting my team, but you have less health. That appears to be the trade-off. Midnight Motorist in a nutshell? Yeah. Well, literally, like, you see an orange man, right? Some people are, like, clearly not afted. It's not purple. But then other people, it has to be afted. There's no way. Or the mound. Interpret that in different ways. They're juniors. Like, every element to that minigame, basically, you look at... 2 people will look at it and come away and tell you 2 different interpretations. That's what, Fats Entertainment's next video is actually, basically. I believe he will go over my interpretation, even though my interpretation is different from what I told him. I might get hate for what it was back then, but that was because that was back when I was a theorist. I'd somewhat recently released a Midnight Motors theory, and I was low-key just throwing things together. Based on Chica's Secret Party for fun. And, what I came out with was weird. And probably not true. But it'll be fun to see it in the video. Because even though I don't agree with my past self, I do think, it'll be interesting. It might make me look, not stupid, what's the word? My interpretation look more unique. In not a particularly insightful way, but I think it'll be fun. It's Edwin Murray Trust, that's not what I said. Anyone who's seen my Midnight Motors theory knows what the out there conclusion is, particularly about the animatronic outside, and who it is. I only agreed with that for a little bit of time, or, you know, pushed that idea for a little bit of time, but during that time is when I was surveyed, so... I'm not pushing the other theory. I love Varar playing games. Genuine love for the game. Yeah, no, I know. It's just really cool. Even if I don't agree, or we don't see eye to eye always on, like, what aspects are good about the games, I think that's really cool that, you know, other people can enjoy the games and have genuine fun with it. Okay. But yeah, since we may not get to talk much about the minigames, chat, does anyone here like any of the 4 minigames in the Halloween update? Speak up now. Let's just talk about it now while we're doing these bosses, because they're just going to take a while. Speak up now and tell me which one. I need to know. I need to know. I love your content. To me, your content theories are unique. Thank you. Well, I try. I'm trying with uploads. Like, I'm getting the editing down pretty well. I'm, like, pretty happy. I always try to improve it. That's not saying it's not going to improve. Hopefully it will still. But I'm getting happier to where now I'm trying to figure out more ways to make the content itself, you know, more unique. Add more personality, especially when I'm writing the script. Sometimes I get caught up in just, like, the information of it all. But I think adding more personality to it, and my own spin, will help. Maybe you're not Funds after all. Hey, maybe TD's a bit of a liar, just a bit of an off for no reason. I like Foxy.exe. Okay, well, that is. I haven't heard that before. Yeah, 2 messages down. The only one I don't like is Foxy.exe. I have 2 ones that I don't like, for sure. And then one that's iffy, and then one that's like, alright. Gotta love Foxy Fighters. That's the That's either the best or second best of the four. I think Chica's Rainbow, I think Foxy Fighters is more of a more general experience, even though I like a good challenge. Okay. Red Sheep, are you rage baiting? Those are the two that I think are horrendous. Examples of what FNAF shouldn't be. Examples of what shouldn't be in FNAF World 2. I never find myself having fun with those games, and it's just the way it is. Holy cow. Holy cow. Can we stop? Do I have a sludge on Team 2? Please. What are we doing? Okay, this is bad, chat. I need armor song. That's what I need. Please. Armor song. Or gift boxes. Gift boxes! Holy cow, this boss attacks so fast. Well, we're not getting armor song. Gift box. Okay, swap, 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 swap. Please, 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 please. Oh, I'm begging. I'm begging. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Holy cow. We're barely in this, chat. This fight sucks so much. This sucks. And that's that. That's that. That's crazy. That boss sucks. Freddy in Space is good until you try doing it without the cupcakes. If you go for all the cupcakes, it's good. The water area still sucks. I don't like the enemies, and it's not fun regardless. The start's fine. The boss fight is fine. The route to the boss fight is okay. But the water area sucks regardless, and doing it without cupcakes is torture. It's not fun. FNAF 4 reminds me of PS1 games, and I absolutely love it. That's interesting. That's interesting to hear. Okay. We gotta... Holy cow. Did use unscrew one time. Let's do this. Oh, the music's bugged out. No. Gift boxes. Gift boxes! Oh my gosh, this music's so stressful. Armor song. Let them take more than one hit, please. Armor song did not help a lot, but okay, cool. Cool. That didn't do anything. Go! Gift boxes! Yes! It's harder than the rainbow minigame, literally. Rainbow minigame's memorization. Freddy in Space, I guess, to an extent is, but there's some random elements that you just cannot control, and it's tedious. It's longer to do. And it's for those reasons that I hate it. And that's not good. It will never be good, I'm sorry. Especially in the mobile edition. Have you played the mobile edition, Mod Mango? Or Mod Man Going Mad? It's not Mod Mango. Mod Mangoing Mad. That was what my brain saw first. That's pretty funny. Okay. One more, which is in this mine. The boss range should be in this mine too, so that's actually perfect. Yes? That's pretty cool. Maybe one day I'll see if I can find a way to do it, but for now I'm blocked from it. Go, go, go. I don't know what Scott was thinking, me neither. It's not very fun. Let's do boss first. We can do this boss. Oh, right, the audio's bugging out. We gotta restart the game, actually. Soon enough, the game's just gonna break. Let's get through this fight quick so the game doesn't crash, hopefully. And I can close it of my own volition. There we go. Okay, saved. There we go. Thank goodness. That game was cooked. So we've had 2 restarts in almost 3 hours. That's not great. That's like 1 every 1.5 hours. You will have to restart the game once before you complete it at least. I've been taking a bit longer, but that's because I've been having a good time. The music doesn't work? I knew the animations didn't, but the music, that surprises me. Interesting. Might want to go get the endless speed chip too. I do like speed. Going fast is helpful. Ender Army, yep. Immediately replace. Fight. Gift boxes. Megabyte. I don't use Megabyte enough. I need to use Megabyte more. Pretty sure the music works? Oh, okay. Maybe it bugs out more often? I don't know. I could see that being the case. Megabyte. Bite 2. A lot of biting happening. I gotta get the hot cheese going back. Power song, sure, I don't really care. Toxic bite. There we go. Okay. These fights are kind of easy. Scott's not going to be super easy. Owl should be. Owl's just long, especially if you have the auto shield, which you kind of need. It's super free. There's no in between. They're gonna put a disassemble move in FNAF World 2 like they did to Freddy in the ending. They could. Disassemble Freddy. They'll definitely pull out some fun niche references for the moves, though. I have no doubt. Okay, so let me press the button. Then let me go get to a little bit. Which way do I go? I go this way. I didn't explore this mine too much. Okay. But yeah, no. TLDR, oh my gosh, it's flickering. You see that? That was flickering, that's funny. But all the minigames are none of the minigames are like really fun, and it doesn't really, you're spending super long and not playing an RPG in an RPG game, where like, they're not even split up. Like, if the 4 were split up across a multi-hour game playthrough, that would be more acceptable than putting them back to back to back, you know? For like an hour, you're just not playing FNAF World. You're playing an entirely different game. And I don't think that is very smart. Not a smart way to go about it. So that's, I guess, one of the biggest like problems with them too. Even if you enjoy 1 or 2 of them, it's not tying to the RPG style of the game at all. It's completely dissonant from what the game's going for. Oh, you are not the boss. Hello. This is not the boss. Dogfight you wish you were. But I'll get one more fight in for some upgrades, hopefully. See, why do these guys have stun animations, but the bosses don't? I guess you fight these guys more often, so it's more integral that they do, but still. They do get stunned by haunting. It's just not visually shown, I'm pretty sure. Go. Alright, no pressure. Got the boss train on, Endo Army get going, get Toxic Fight going for a bit of overtime damage. Gift boxes, yep. Cool, we got a lot of damage over time stuff here. We got Hot Cheese coming in clutch, plus Endo Army, plus Boss Strain, plus the other chips who are also doing damage over time. Like, damage over time to death. That's kind of the name of the game here. Oh my gosh. These fights do take a while, though. It's barely started, I just can tell. I know. Well, we're almost like a fifth of the way down, a fourth, a fifth. Not horrible. This is why I'd want Springtrap or something, though. Springtrap does a lot of damage. Would make this quicker. Least favorite character slash enemy? A lot of them are just generic filler characters, so... Or, like, for enemies. So, sticking to, like, the more recognizable characters, I guess. Let me think about this. Like, it'd probably be Paper Pals, but that's from a gameplay perspective, because to me, he is the face of absolutely doing nothing and serving no purpose, and I don't like that. But, yeah, I could also say the same thing kind of about Puppet. I feel like Puppets falls kind of into the same boat. Same with Endo Plush 2. So there's quite a few that do that. I don't like characters who are just, like, fully useless, you know? Give me some reason to care for you. I want to be able to relate to these characters. Or, like, care about them. There's a lot that I can, but yeah. Including the minigames? Oh, Toy Chica. The whole joke is that it's annoying, but it's like, it's a joke that's a bit too literal. To where it is just annoying, and I want to mute the game, and I do mute the game when I get to that section. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry, Toy Chica. I just don't. Part of the reason that Foxy Fighters is kind of annoying is the dialogue. That's why it's not great. The gameplay itself is pretty fine, but some of that added story elements just break it. Armor Song, sure. Why not? Unscrew, go! Wow, that was a nothing ability. I wonder why I pressed that. Mega Bite again. Regular bite, gift boxes. Gift boxes! I hate the Toy Chica segment. Yeah, it takes up so much space and there's nothing that you're doing during that. It's a really annoying cutscene, basically. And yeah, the voice is annoying, that's the joke. But it's annoying, and there's nothing to do during it to distract yourself from how annoying it is. It's just not, it isn't structured well at all for a good joke. Yippee! Okay. Are we ready? Can't get the Reaper. The Reaper's low-key not going to be super helpful, though, because he's not going to kill him. Chips-wise, how is it looking? We could be doing better. We don't need Unscrew, because he doesn't have Unscrew. So we can get one more chip. I might get Endless Speed. I don't know if anybody else recommends a different chip, but I like Endless Speed. I don't know where it is, though. Huh. Is it this one down here? I think it is here. I never explored this mine. Trifle Unscrewed team? That's rarely worth it, and Scott can be beaten with a normal team. A little bit of RNG might be needed, but it is 100% possible. Okay. Here we go. This might also be Ever Comet Strong, but it's not a big detour, so we'll check. The floating balls are part of a main reason why that what's it called? That swimming section is so bad. Yes. The water those blobs are bad. We'll do this, I think. Like Freddle Fury and I like Curse Status quite a bit. Freddle Fury is also not bad, but we'll run with this. What? Pretty sure I did not. What did I say then? I didn't say that. I say lots of things. Maybe my pronunciation was off with whatever I said. I don't freaking know. It's 3 hours into stream. There we go. Please die. Favorite... No, that's not what I said. I don't know what I said, but that was not in context at all for anything I was saying. Favorite location? Ooh. Good question. I'm thinking. Oh, not Fazbear Hills. It's too generic. I kind of like the snowy area. The graveyard probably. I don't know. Something about it is it's kind of fun. Got a fun vibe to it. I would like the circus in concept would be fun. I wish it went a little bit harder with the theming though. Maybe. I don't know. Something about the circus doesn't quite do it for me. Hey, Scott, how's it going? I'm gonna kill you now. Here we go. Yes, get angry. Get mad. Here we go. Now let me show you how this game ends. A really old game I made actually just stole that. Stole that line. I thought it was so much aura. It does have aura. Gift boxes! Let's go. Damage over time, name of the game. Let's do this. Okay, don't kill my guy though. Please, there we go, psychopath. He just cannot hit the gift box character twice in a row. That would make it game over. See, like that. If he does that, but to our pal Shadow Bonnie RWQ, it's all over. Mini makes games? Well, yes, I do. Working on one that is to release hopefully this year, December, as well as a smaller one that'll hopefully release. So probably 2 games then. One is a solo-ish project, one isn't. Speaking of which, I gotta get back to somebody. I'm so bad at responding to messages. But there was an artist who reached out, who might be helping me. When's the Deltarune stream? Wait, where did... Oh, that was Hot Cheese, not Stormy. Like I said, when is Chapter 6 coming out? I'll do it in preparation for that. Is it coming out soon? I thought it would be like a next year sort of thing. I wasn't planning a Deltarune stream soon. Wow, the lightning in the background. Is the lightning in the background too much? Like, is it too flashy? Flashing doesn't bother me too much, but I can tell kind of when things are too flashy. I'm not sure with this one though. You gotta let me know, chat. I feel like it should be, but I could be wrong. Mini builds games, that could be a fun second channel if I did ever need a second channel for like game dev stuff. Not for another year at least. Okay, then I got time, Charlie. I'm in no rush. Oh shoot, I'm out of a party member. It's fine for me? Okay, that's good. I can't tell sometimes. I feel like it maybe is probably too much for some people, but it's not the worst the game has to offer. Whoa, 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 whoa. So let's not do that, thank you. Fourth wall, that's cheap, Scott. Don't do fourth wall. That's cheap, Scott. Don't do fourth wall. Oh my gosh, last minute save. Holy cow. Don't double hit now. Please don't double hit. There we go. Whew. Oh my gosh. You'll never get the experience. Okay, what am I missing by not experiencing it sooner though? Problem with that too is like, I don't care too much about if people watch the streams, right? Like, obviously I care if you guys are here, but like, it doesn't affect me that much if I have lower view counts for a certain stream. Like, that's not the point. That's okay. But I feel like there would be very little interest in a FNAF YouTuber doing it,
and I would like to have a chat to talk with during it and stuff, you know? I wouldn't want it to just be like 2 people and I hanging out sort of vibe. Like, cause I can just do that in a more chill way in a VC or something, you know, and I think that'd be a lot more fun. So that's my only concern with that, too. But if it's closer to a release date, then I feel like, or Chapter 6, then people will be more likely to watch. You should probably have Mimic Ball. Mimic Ball, it's not my favorite. It is good, but I don't know. Mini Bites games? How about that? That's not bad, too. Music is so peak. Oh, I used it in my latest video. Yes, I enjoy it, for sure. Oh, I gotta click. Shoot. Sorry, Scott. You had to wait a second. Come here just to kill me? Yes. Bro, just beat the game. I did it. I did it! Okay. The storyteller. Wait. Not the storyteller. Bye-bye, Scott. The end. And then I gotta close out of the game, I believe. Okay, reopen. Okay. Continue. Okay. This is fine. Let's go play one mini game or two. We'll look at them. I'll replay Freddy in Space at least, because that one feels like the biggest and the one that's most divisive, at least from what I've heard. Now do hard mode? I just did hard mode. That was hard mode. Okay. Speak to me. Come on. Come on. I know. I don't think I can leave early. I don't think I can. I wish I could. But we gotta hear the desk man do his whole speech, unfortunately. That was hard mode? Yeah. That's why I said normal mode's like easy, hard mode's like normal. It's just the way they're labeled. Forgot you can't fight Scott in normal mode? Yeah, that's true as well, yeah. Yeah, hard mode is not very hard, TBH. Oh, did he speak? Okay. I wasn't even watching at that point. I was done. Where's Fredbear? Oh, is he back there? I'm not paying attention to the game anymore. Low-key. Halloween update's not my favorite update. There you are. You're over here. Why are you over here? That's so weird. Such a weird spot. I forgot you're over there. Is this a different font, too? Why does the font change? I wonder if that's supposed to mean anything. I know this changes, yeah. Huh. Are there any other games where the final boss is the developer? I assume so. I imagine there's gotta be at least one. It would surprise me if not. FNAF World permadeath mode when? That's like a Nuzlocke. I know Spiff tried that, and I think other people, have done that, so I believe that. Whatever it is, everyone around here is on edge. I like how he has different poses. That's something they'll probably do. Like, have more animations. I think that'll be cool. The Fazburger? Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot about the Fazburger mention. How did Scott know? How did he predict it? Come on. Go ahead. Get lost. I would, but you're keeping me in this dialogue. I can't even skip it. That's something. Look, as a speedrunner myself, if I want,
or if I think the game is interesting enough to speedrun, there better be a skip button. Into the Pit didn't have one for dialogue, but that was a different kind of game. Also, you could just spam E to get through it quicker. In this, you have to wait, even in the normal text boxes, for them to fully appear before you can click away, so... eh. Okay, come on. 1 second at a time. Any minute now. I get it, yes. Spin-off games. Yep. Oh, it's interesting. It played the not Cursive Dreadbear, the Halloween music in the main area as soon as it started talking about it. How ominous. Oh, the teleport's here. I'm so used to here. I don't know how many people in chat know this. I imagine most do. Most of us are real FNAF fans and not LARPers, but there is this entrance too, where if you walk into this for long enough. Whoa. Oh, well. No, apparently there's a pack of gear rats over here. Sorry, chat. My mistake. Here we go. You go through here. And you can get there earlier in the game, so you can cheat the game this way. I don't really mind it. It's just a fun little, like, cheat code almost sort of thing, so it doesn't take away from the game at all. Where is Freddy in space? I think it's up. No. It's bottom right, I think. Yeah. I don't want to do Freddy in space. I want to skip. But I'll do it. I'll do it once. I'll try to get as many cupcakes as I can. Probably all of them. Because I don't... The torture of doing it... Look at this. This is what you have to use the whole time if you don't get the cupcakes. I've done it before, I think, on stream. I've definitely done it off stream. On stream, I'm not 100% sure. It's not fun. Upgrading a weapon, that was pretty fun. Yeah, but this first area I don't mind. First area has a nice healthy mix of enemies. None of them are super annoying. None of them are those blobs that we'll see later, so we'll see. Favorite Halloween character? I said this earlier, Nightmare is probably. Just, even in normal, like outside of this game, Nightmare is just fun. Good old fun, and I like the tentacles. I wish they were... I like how they were used in Refreshed for an ability, and really hope if he comes back that they are used for an ability, because I really think the tentacles can be used for more. It's almost 2030, by the way. Not wrong. I mean, still a few years to go, but we're way closer than we were when this came out. This came out, what, 2015? Or 2016? I forget. No, it was 2016. What am I saying? It's not 2015. I'm a LARPer. Sorry. You can spam it? Oh, right. I forgot. That's annoying, too. Like, I get it. I get why, but... Can we not? Spamming is sometimes fun, but not in this case. At least it clears the enemies quicker. You know what? That's a fine trade-off. Oh, I'm switching the button, too. Okay. I'm messing up. I'm trying to get fancy with it, and I'm losing health because of it. Oh my gosh. Stop losing health this instant. Ooh, yes, give me that free health back. Thank you. Mini LARP, I know. Unfortunate. Do you think getting coffee is worth it? No. That's why I recommend skipping him, because it just sucks. But yeah, the biggest crime this commits is not being an RPG, or not being split up in between RPG sections, because now you're just not... I'm not playing FNAF World right now. Like, technically it's a part of FNAF World. This is not what I signed up for when I bought this game. Or, you know, I didn't buy it, but you know what I mean. If I had bought it, I would be upset that I'm not getting what was promised. It'd be like if Security Breach had a whole section that was just like a dating sim. You know? Like, it's totally dissonant. That's some people's jam, right? Some people like that. Some people like different styles of gameplay. But that's not the style of gameplay that I was looking for from this game. And that's the problem. There we go. Okay, there we go. You know, if it's got any game sense, you can make great games with very memorable visuals. True. I feel like he had some things right. He got, I don't want to say he got lucky, but he definitely wasn't a total idiot in all things, but there are a lot of things, yeah, if he had better games, like game dev sense, they would have been much better, for sure. I don't think that's in question. I think that's totally right. It's pretty much a rip of Desolate Hope, but the model work in that game is phenomenal. That's so true. Yeah, I still gotta play that. I've only seen parts of it, but I know I've heard that game is actually pretty good, surprisingly. Hello, Freezy. You can't spam it in the mobile version. These games are in the mobile version? I didn't know that they were updated with Update 2. That's crazy. But yeah, these blob things, genuinely worse than anything in Secret of the Mimic. I may hate Secret of the Mimic's gameplay sometimes, from time to time. Nothing. I might dislike the Puppet Show gameplay equally, actually. But it's close. The main gameplay blows? Oh, never mind then. I might not like it. Maybe it's just the story people praise. In which case, it's another Secret of the Mimic situation. Other people may like it, but story is not enough for me. Not at all. Story is a big aspect, and I will 100% admit that. I should know that better than or I should definitely know that as a FNAF fan, but I need more from my games than just story. If you're nothing without the story, then you shouldn't have the game. That's what I'm talking about. It's just Freddy in space, but worse? You're kidding. Holy cow, I might stream it then. Wow, thanks for the 2 extra hits, guys. Really amazing. Secret of the Mimic's far too linear. Well, yeah, we're not talking much about Secret of the Mimic today, but yeah. I have faith that Security Breach 2 will hopefully make things a bit more experimental, but yeah. That is one of Secret of the Mimic's problems gameplay-wise, is, yeah, the linearity. It's just generic, and people hate when you compare, some people hate when you compare the new games to Poppy, but I think there's a valid reason that those complaints exist, even if it's obviously not a one-to-one comparison. There's clearly pain points that both share under this linear new format, and I don't think that can really be disputed. You can say that Poppy's worse, I don't care. I don't really know which one's worse, honestly. But there's a reason that the comparisons are there, and I don't think it's totally, I don't think you can invalidate them fully. Or should invalidate them fully. FNAF World 2 is gonna have the rainbow come back? Yeah, we've talked about that, for sure. If the rainbow oh my gosh. They had to have the last laugh, of course. If the rainbow came back in, what's it called? Cheat Gun's face, there's no reason the rainbow won't come back in the debut game. Or in the sequel to where she debuted. Let's get that cupcake at the start. This cupcake at the start's a little tedious to get, but it's honestly a clever hiding spot. You just can't get it without the jump. I just would have put it earlier in the level, honestly. I wouldn't have had you go all the way back to the start. I feel like that's a little more than should be asked of you, but the idea of having a section, you gotta go back and recognize, oh, that ledge, right. Now that I have the upgrade, I can get to it. That's clever. Clever in concept, I guess, is the way you'd put it.
The execution of it, I just gotta walk a lot. Not very fun. Way worse. For the Desolate Hope? Oh no. Well, I can't wait to play it then, smiley face. I haven't tried 5020, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was easier than what, the Desolate Hope? I recently re-beat 5020. And I've had a lot of practice with it. I have built-in muscle memory. I just had to like get into the groove. It is pretty easy and honestly fun once you do it. There's little point in spamming now. I can spam a little faster than it, but I do enough damage where it doesn't really matter. I might have missed one, maybe. I'm not sure. No, because there's two more, isn't there? There's the one here, and then there's the one there. So I think I got all of them. I used to swear that I used to swear that it was bugged, because I would never get the last upgrade. But it was just because I was missing one the whole time. I forget which one it was. I think it was this one, maybe? And for some reason, any search I found, I just, like, didn't get it or something. I don't know. I had some struggles this way. Yeah, let me just hold it down. Yeah, this is a faster fire rate than I can spam. Some god of spam maybe can do it faster, but not me. I'm a casual spammer. This is above my pay grade. Opinions on SB1? I had a very great personal experience. It reinvigorated me in FNAF. I loved the challenges that spurred from it, even if unintentional, but it caused a lot of trickle-down effects that, at least from an outside perspective, we don't know for sure, it seems to have caused a lot of trickle-down effects that have negatively impacted the series since. Wow, no health loss. And overall, it is probably... It's the best and worst thing for the series in different ways. It seems to have scared Steel Wool off in many ways. It's also not very fun gameplay-wise, but also it did a lot of great things as well. Who did I get there? Oh, so I did get all of them. Nice. Purple guy. But yeah, I'll do one more minigame. Not Foxy.exe. That one's literally nothing. I'll probably go over it in the video. That is basically not a minigame. If you like Foxy.exe, it's literally nothing. The first level's just hold right. Second level is... what? No, I don't want to do this one. Fine, I'll do this one and Chica. I forgot, I wanted to do Chica. But I will do both. I really hope SB2 is still free roaming. Oh, no doubt. It's under Steel Wool. It's gonna be a flat game almost undoubtedly. I don't see a world where it isn't free roam. It may have Sin Survive elements if they've been listening to some of the criticism, but I think it'll still be mostly free roam, yeah.
Let's kick this party into high gear.
No, oh, I see, yeah, getting coffee. Maybe. Although I'd say 50-20 mobile's probably harder than getting coffee. You know, there's levels to this sort of thing.
I should have known it was you.
Ah, Souldozer. What game is Souldozer from? I swear he's not from... what's it called? From the Desolate Hope. Even though he looks like he is. I swear I saw a tweet that was like that, but it might have been fake.
This will be your last cameo.
Whoa. Let me get the... there we go. Best weapon in the game. It sounds really annoying though. Let me know if you want me to turn down the game in chat. Because I don't like this sound effect either. I'm actually going to turn down my headphones. Because I don't like this shooting sound effect at all. It grates in my ears way too much.
I'm not sure what came over me.
Okay, come on. Any second. Man, this is interesting. The Pilgrim's Progress? How does that relate to the Pilgrim's Progress? What is the story where Souldozer's involved?
That name does not bring to mind a character like Soldier, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little loud? Yeah, okay, I figured. Let me pause the game and turn it down. It's just this. Part of the reason why this level is also mid is, besides Chica, is, oh my gosh, don't hit me, is because of the sound design. It's not very good when it comes to specifically this weapon, which is the best in the game, too. Highest DPS. Ow, my ears. Well, I turned it down some now, so hopefully it's a bit more manageable. Thank you. Thank you for that cutscene. That wasn't annoying at all. I loved every second of it, and I hope we get something like that in FNAF World 2 as well. Will they reference it in FNAF World 2? It is not out of the question. I really hope not. Is it Soul Dozer time? Here we go. Start getting that early damage in. Soul Dozer plays... Oh, really? Soul Dozer plays Gibby. I see. Okay, that makes sense, actually. No, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Ah! Don't hit me. I can try to go hitless with this. We'll get BB, who's one of the worst characters, but, I don't really care. I'm not going for the boss this time. Oh my gosh. Stop speaking! You're blocking the bottom third of my screen. That's an issue, too, with these text boxes. Like, holy cow. Oh, I got hit. Okay, that's fine. One hit. Not perfect, but, yep, that's it. One hit, not horrible. Almost perfect. I'm not gonna beat it because it took a little bit too long, but, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah, I'm just gonna get BB. Just for the fun of it. Just to replay these minigames a little bit, just to see how annoying they are. This one was just kind of whatever. It felt like a cutscene, low-key. Like, it was really easy. I also kind of know how to play it, I guess that's part of the problem with that. But it just, this one kind of still feels kind of filler, you know? Like, I have more fun with the normal battles than I do with these. Said too early. That's fine. One last one. Before I go, you know, it's been 3.5 hours almost. We'll end at 3.5 hours and call it a day. So, any last thoughts about FNAF World 2 or FNAF World in general? Put them in now, or forever hold your peace. You can say, hey, I want FNAF World 2 to cover, GGY. I don't know. I don't think it will, but it could. I want it to cover Chica's part. You know what? Loki could cover Chica, though. With Chica's Secret Party, if that's any indication, but I don't think it will, but it could. There we go. Let's see if I can do this under 3 minutes. I haven't done this in a while, but it is very... What's the word? Repetitive. Like, I know how everything works in this game. Boom. Okay, that I didn't remember. Alright, this. There we go. I don't remember. This is a beam first, I think. Yep. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. Okay. I want Purple Geist. You think Purple Geist? Wait, what if Chica gets crushed by Purple Geist? Okay, I'm not getting sub 3 minutes probably. Although the next couple ones are pretty easy. Like, I know exactly. I don't like these lasers. These lasers are probably my least favorite attack in this game. It's not very fun. I want the Phantom to be fun again. Well, I think it might be. You know, there'll be a bit of a revival with the new game entries, so. Okay, where do I go next? Shoot, it's after the posts, I think. What? No! Oh my gosh, here we go. There we go. Oh, I gotta jump a little later. Yeah, I'm not getting 3 minutes on this one, but that's okay. Boom. Unless I beat it in this attempt. Hold up. What? Ah, nah. I didn't make it anyway. I was a little late, but dang it. What the frick? Oh my gosh, okay. Barely over 3 minutes. Whew. Mrs. Trap, it's been like 3 hours. Yeah, I'm just ending. Stream is lagging? Well, that's a good time to end stream then. Alright, chat. I want the Vanny network to be connected. Very possibly. Alright, chat. Well, I think we did a lot today. I think I know what to do now. I have a good direction for the video. Thank you all so much to everybody who was here and everybody in chat and those just watching. Yeah, I had a great time today. I hope you all did as well. And I'll be back with probably one more stream later this week. But besides that, I'll be working on the next video on FNAF World. So I'll see most of you in stream.